Hey, oh, I forgot to turn my speaker down. That's my volume. Oops, so I turn it up. Anyway, let me take you into the intro and then I'll be back if some people, I hope, some people come in tonight. Well, I got to get, where'd my intro go? Oh, I'm not in the mood for this tonight. Okay, so my intro is always there, and where did it go? We're really not into this tonight. To have issues. My intro is always loaded and ready, and now it's gone. I'll get it from here. I don't know what happened, but we'll play it from here anyway. Sorry about that. Nothing I can. Probably should have checked it first. Anyway, let me share screen, and I will be right back. Oh, come on. Fucking computer. This mouse is going where it wants to go and not where I want it to go. Okay, finally. Jeez, oh man.
Home in the valley, home in the city, home isn't pretty, ain't no home for me. Home in the darkness, home on the highway, home isn't my way, home I'll never be. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Time is the essence. Time is the season. Time ain't no reason. Got no time to show. Time everlasting. Time to play these sides. Time ain't on my side. Time will never know. Burn out day. Burn out the night. Now I want to tell you what's wrong from what's right. I've seen suns that were freezing and nights that were cold. But I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Burn out the day. Burn out the night. I can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living forgiven
Hey, everybody. Happy Saturday. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Oh, my. The things that go on these YouTube streets. Everybody got something to say. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. Hmm. Even old Perplexed over there, still running them choppers. Still running them choppers. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, little 15. Hey, Victoria. Hey, Hope for Snoopy. Hey, Darby. Hey, Angelina. Hey, everybody in the bushes. Sometimes I want to hide in the bushes. Just for a little. Hey, blank screen. Okay, I will hold it together for today. I've been trying to get this live done all day. No, that was a gunshot. Don't never hear gunshots in my neighborhood. Ever. That was definitely a gunshot. Huh. It's pretty far away, though. Uh-huh. Oh. Well, today's the big jackpot. $1.44 billion. Hmm. I sure hope a whole mess of people win it, not just one person. But that's not normally how it goes with the lottery. So, anyway. So yeah, you're always in the bushes. Hey, guess who? Uh, hey, Rosie. I was listening to a little bit of Laura, and she's really got a heart on for, how much money people be making on here. She had a lot of shit to say about Clue and Queen, of course. But she's putting out here that Clue's made like $17,000 last month on YouTube. Is that possible? Absolutely. Did she? I don't know. I know she's making bank, but I have no idea. It's not my business, and I'm not going to ask her. But Laura's all serious about it. Boy, they'd have a shit if they'd seen what I make. I think they wouldn't even bother going live, huh? Yeah, I'm having a rough. I made $107 so far this month on YouTube. That's a lot of money, huh? That's why Laura don't talk about my channel. She's more worried about what, the bigger channels are making, and what she's not making. But she had shit to say about everybody. Hey, JC. I'm trying, Angeline. Smile, just the littlest thing can set off. Anyway, we'll get into Betty. And Brittany's running her chaps. She wants to be left alone. She wants it all to stop. But every day, sometimes multiple times a day, she's live, all up in the drama. It's like, I don't know. I'm okay, JC. There's some things I can't talk about yet. But when I can, I will. But right now, I can't. For multiple reasons. Anyway. Yeah, I need people to come in and watch my lives, sub up. I've lost like 15, 20 subs because I haven't been going live a whole bunch. And to my channel, I know there's not a lot of subs to a lot of channels, but that channel my size, it is. Um, Memberships, stuff like that. You know, I've got to go live more. I got to pull my shit together. Hey, Miss Brittany. No, I'm not muted. I'm not muted. You guys can't hear me? Man, don't tell me my mic's going on my headset. It keeps going in and out. I love these all in one headsets, but I also get pretty cheap ones too. Maybe that's part of the reason. But they're just the mics go out so easy on them. Okay, that's all right. Right, all right. Hey, KCG. I see you, KCG. Hey, B Tim. So Betty is saying that law enforcement and the FBI is lying to us. She's the expert. Exploiting the hell out of Sebastian Rogers today. Of course, blaming Chris and Katie for everything. And yeah, well, you're going to hear it here. But the FBI is lying. Y'all, don't you know? And Betty knows it for a fact. Betty, Betty, Betty. Betty is not a happy camper because, she's not. I think I'm the only one that, besides Burnt Toast, that still even talks about her right now because of, there's bigger shit going on. She doesn't like that she's not getting, because to Betty, she didn't care, negative, positive, she didn't care. Attention is attention. I can see Betty's moods escalating. And I think part of the reason is because she's not getting the attention. Her numbers aren't what they would be if she was getting attention. Not to mention she has how many legal cases hanging over her head, the dumbass, that she created and caused. I haven't seen anything on me. So glad you're, yeah. Yeah, I'll drop the link, Tim. Thanks. I could use it. Sorry, guys. My sinuses are running, my nose is running because I've been crying for no other reason. So fuck you out there if you have anything else to say. You want my tissues? You can have them. Oh, B Tim, you didn't have to do that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. That's a lot of memberships. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't want to end up sounding like Brittany out here. God help me. Oh, I really do. Thank you very much, B Tim. Welcome to Poolside, everybody. You're a misfit like the rest of us. Oh, I hate sinuses though. And today it was just like miserable, hot, humid. The humidity was so bad. And it finally just rained a little bit ago. Not for long, typical. But it was just gross today. Gross, gross, gross. Tim, sorry.
What's up?
While I was blowing my nose.
Blowing your nose? Oh, shit. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's driving me bonkers. I'm ready to cut it off.
Cut your nose despite your face, huh?
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, her views look down. I see it 3,400, and she's
Mm-hmm.
clickbaiting Sebastian Rogers because
Mm-hmm.
she's an old tired fucking person. She just keeps on repeating the same thing. Personally, she doesn't want to look for new stuff. You know what I mean? So I already got a new subject to talk about. Fucking crazy, but yeah, this one is fucking wild.
What she's starting to do, you know how Betty, her moods will escalate because she's not getting the attention. And
Yeah,
she doesn't even mention Brittany or any of this going on, which is weird for Betty.
yeah, man. I think the she's not getting the attention because she wants the negative attention because it gets her views.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the thing about like Brittany. When people stop covering her, her views are gonna dry the fuck up like no one's business because no one's gonna give a fuck about her. You know, that's
Yeah.
pretty much it. And the same thing with Betty. Like it's slowly dying down, and she's gonna have to make money. You know, and she,
Yeah.
you know, just because you got 3,400 views, how many of those are donators?
Yeah. It
You know, if we,
really, because 3,400 views on AdSense isn't going to pay all that much. You know, what, 15, 20 bucks maybe,
yeah, I mean, probably
depending on what your rate is. Yeah.
probably like you probably made more money than her than with her 3,500 views.
Oh, no.
No, I'm saying, like seriously, look at the donos. How much donos does she get for this live stream?
I honestly, I don't pay attention to. The only reason why I comment on it about Brittany is because of how Brittany is.
Oh
But
yeah,
I normally don't. I don't even pay attention to that.
no, but I'm
But
just saying, like you know,
but she
that's the
never
thing.
did get a lot of. I think a lot of her donos come in behind the scenes, like with Cash App, PayPal, and stuff.
You
I
might be
don't.
right. You
She
might
did.
be right.
She never really did get a lot supers on YouTube, but that did increase there for a little bit.
Yeah,
But now she's gonna blow a gasket because she's gonna escalate. This is what Betty does because she's not getting no attention. So she's gonna bring the attention to her.
yeah,
Hey,
that's
little C.
true.
Hey, Mystic. Hey, Angie J.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
think that's
gotcha.
the thing. I mean, she's just trying to get attention where she can get
Mm-hmm.
it, and honestly, it's kind of wild. But I mean, I think she's just trying to do. I mean, look how she's talking about Sebastian Rogers, and there's no new information except for the FBI report that debunks everything she talked about.
It sure it just threw them completely out, didn't it?
Yeah,
And
I mean,
she says it's all a lie.
yeah. Well, I mean, the FBI is lying now.
Mm-hmm.
Who's? I mean, like, does the Foots have like have such a huge hold that now they control the FBI now? Like, you know, it gets a little ridiculous at this point. You
She
know?
says it's the old boys club.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think the FBI are pretty good at their job when it comes to finding out certain things.
If they could get
And
somebody for murmur, they're going to do it. Or for having anything to do with it, they're going to do it. They're not going to matter.
yeah,
Betty's an idiot. She's an idiot.
she is dumb. But
So is it? Did her ROs get extended?
I don't know.
I'll have to check. I haven't even checked it since they were reopened. I haven't checked it to see what if they went to court, what the outcome was. That could be part of it too.
Yeah, I mean, she's. I wouldn't be surprised if they got extended, to be honest with you, because she hasn't done anything to mitigate it at all. So,
And she's still going hard after them and accusing them of some horrific shit.
well, not really shocked.
Mm-mm.
I guess we'll play it.
Yep, we're gonna start playing. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward through some of it because it's Betty. This time I listened to it before we're gonna watch it because when Betty's spiraling like this, when she's so calm and trying to be so collective, and I guess in her version of professional, it's the calm before the storm. I've been reviewing her too long. I know Betty's modes.
We're hearing them talk about farmland, and I'm sick and tired. And so Austin Wayne Drake Rogers, and then we realized that we've got we got an election coming up in 2026. And so we're looking at Bill Lee. We're looking at Marsha Blackburn. Marsha's now putting her hat in for governor. And we're hearing them talk about farmland. And I'm sick and tired of them talking about stinking farmland because they have real problems in the state of Tennessee that nobody is willing to address. We've got children that are missing that nobody is.
No. What you mean is you're pissed that because you think Sebastian should be the only thing that they talk about and take and do. That's what you're pissed about. What do you care what they do? You don't live in Tennessee, Betty.
Finding we've got a bunch of horse shit coming out of law enforcement in that state that is not answering or moving the needle one iota to find these children. Meanwhile, everybody else around this country is tap dancing around Tennessee, getting things done. And President Trump understands that there is a need to focus on this. Everybody's been complaining about, the stuff going on in Washington, D.C. Well, guess what? Not only is he bringing down crime, he found five missing children. Five.
So you're crediting Trump with that?
Yeah, I don't think Trump is going out looking for children. I don't think he's doing that. She's just mixing the political stuff with the usual because she's so weird. Is that her new house or is that her mom's house, by the way?
I don't know. It doesn't look like hers. Not from the background. That looks more like her mom's.
Bro, you are so mean. Look how she just froze her. She looks like one that mutant from Terminator. Not Terminator, RoboCop when the guy gets half melted. Help me! And he's trying to grab one of the other convicts, and then they grab him from the back of the car and they say, "Can you fly, Bobby?" Throw Bobby out the back. She looks like that mutant melted guy with the acid.
Hey, everybody coming in. Hey,
I don't know what the fuck.
Hey, T-Pex. Hey, Chicago Bonnie. Hey, Catherine X. Hey, Step Not That Step Don't Side Eye Me. Hey, to Jennifer.
Why does she look like she's balding?
Lurker. Look at that hair. Look at that hairline. Jesus it's further back. I mean, it's sad. It happens. Women go through not as much as men, but they go through it just as. But there is things you could do.
Well, I mean, you can talk to reality. Reality can teach you about the wigs.
Hey, Candy Rapper. Hey, Betty MCW. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Runs. But you can't use a bucket of bleach on your hair.
Well, reality can give her tips on wigs, so I think
Temu sell Reality's a pro at the Temu wigs.
Temu. Would you ever buy anything from Temu? Man, I would not.
I've never ordered from Temu.
I'll pay the extra money. I'll buy from Amazon. Thank you very much. I will not touch Temu.
Yeah, I personally have never. I have shopped on there and put stuff in the cart, but I never went through with the purchase because I don't know why. I just didn't. Something tells me you're going to get what you pay for. Oh. Hey, Bubblegum. Hey, Kenna. Good to see you.
How are you doing, by the way? Are you doing a little bit better? I get it. Things will get better.
It's been a rough weekend with the kids and just what I got coming this week.
You know what you should do? You should, to help those kids out, you should get a throwaway phone and bully your kids online, just like that lady. It's just like texting them.
Hey, Mona Lisa. Hey, BX.
I'm making a joke. I'm making a joke about that unknown call number.
Bama.
Hey there. Unknown caller person.
Yeah. The unknown caller. Hey, pretty little lights. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Yeah, it's wild how things can, I don't know. Next week's going to be tough.
I mean, it's tough, but, eventually things get normal. Things get back to normal a little bit, like a routine. So,
Now, as long as I gotta fight his employer, it's not.
Yeah, I know. They're fucking pricks. What can you do?
Yeah, hopefully something. Hopefully. I don't know. It's me against a big time employer with a lot of federal contracts. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, Betty is, hey, Kathy.
All right. You got the goal. Looks like you have a goal.
Yeah, I did a goal. I always forget, but I just looked over and
Okay.
said this
You'll have
week.
to. We'll have
Hey,
to. If you
Betty.
hit the goal, you hit the goal. We have to predict what type of wig will Betty have next year.
I don't know if she's going to be able to go till next year. Look at that hairline.
Bro,
I mean, that's
that's why.
really bad.
It's because she fucking. Remember when she pulled out that bucket of fucking bleach?
Yeah, that's what I said. Even then, her hair was thinning, and people were trying to give her honest advice. Don't use that cheap bucket of fucking bleach.
Bro, it's like, okay, you have brown hair. There's nothing wrong with brown hair. Why do you keep on dyeing your hair fucking blonde when it's like just brown? Like, okay, there's nothing wrong with brown hair. And if you're going to dye it, you got to get it professionally done by someone who knows what the fuck they're doing.
When she pulled out that bucket of bleach, I about died. I couldn't
Bro,
believe it.
didn't we name a bunch of people? Like a bunch of people named themselves like Betty's bucket of bleach or some shit. That was
I
a funny
couldn't believe
shit.
it. But at least after that, about 6 months later, she started going once in a while to the salon and getting her hair done. But it was so fried by then that it really didn't matter.
She should have just shaved it all off and just stopped dyeing her hair.
Yeah. Ugh, I don't know if I'd shave it though, because that hairline's really receding, and I don't know if it'd come back.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably just get a wig at that point. If I was a woman, I would just get a wig because there's
Hey,
nice wigs out there.
hell yeah, you can get just about anything in a wig. And
You know, like you get real hair too.
yeah.
You know, you'll look perfectly fine with a wig. That's the thing.
No shit. There's women I don't even know wear wigs that wear wigs. Makes sense. I
Kenny
was blown
B.
away when I found out that my neighbor has gorgeous hair. She has ever since we've lived here.
Nice.
20 years. You know, I
Kenny,
thought, here
Kenny,
she's been wearing wigs all this time.
oh, look, you already started the train. Look, Kenna sent you
Oh,
$10.
thank you, Kenna. I
A
appreciate
dollar.
that.
You gotta say a dollar makes me holla.
A dollar makes me holler. Hey, I tried the 99-cent thing. A dollar will do you. The Betty thing, it didn't work for me. It didn't work. I didn't even get a dollar.
$1,600? I didn't know they were that expensive. Holy.
Oh, hell yeah. When I found out she wore wigs, I was floored. I said, that's real hair. She goes, oh, yeah. She said, that's why I have a credit card, because I have to buy good wigs, or you people would know that's not my hair.
Yeah, I mean,
And she buys real hair.
It sucks when people like go bald and stuff like that. And I would feel bad for Betty, but Betty's an evil woman, and I think it's the evil in her that's making her bald. I think she brought all this fucked up litigation and made her stressed out, and it's just how it is. She could have had a very relaxed situation.
Hey,
You know?
K-Mash, it's good to see you. How you doing, Blondie?
I mean, all she needs to do is just scream and say someone's guilty and act like a fool online, and she'd make her money instead of suing people and harassing them in front of their house. I mean,
Yeah.
pretty much. Oh, you got another one, $5.
Oh, Marbella, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Marbella.
I got 2 rolls.
All right,
Hey, I'm impressed that I remembered it, you know?
All right. Let's listen to the rest of this.
Oh, she didn't even get fired up yet.
Five missing children and all of that. Now, if we could do this all over the country, we can bring our babies home. Do you guys understand that? We can bring our babies home and we can find out what the heck happened to them. And I don't care about whether you like this man or don't like this man. If he's doing the right by what we need here on this channel and what we need in true crime, we need to be supporting that. We don't have to support the other stuff, but we can support that mission. And I want you guys to hear this, because this is going to be directly related to what we are doing. Thank you, Robin. Robin gifted 5. Thank you, Miss Robin. Thank you. The insane asylum. Thank you for that. And I think I missed. I have to do that. Thank you so much for your love and support.
Crazy.
I used to call her that a year and a half ago.
Bro, I can't believe she's like still does that. Someone has 12. Let's see.
12 months, convicted counselor. Thank
I
you very
I got
much.
you. I
Woo-hoo.
got you. I got you beat
Uh-oh.
convict.
Member for 14 months. Whoa. Thank you, guys.
I got
Wow,
you
that's a
beat.
long time. Thank you. Beat him one.
I won. Who can beat me? Who has more than 14 months? We'll see what
Oh,
happens.
my God. Off
Oh,
topic.
Darby
Uh-oh.
beat her.
Darby, member for 20 months.
Oh shit.
Woo.
Darby
Thank you,
got me.
Darby.
20 months. Holy smackaroos.
Off topic. I made a meatloaf in my air fryer. Oh, my God. That thing was delicious.
That sounds like a mistake.
No, it turned out really good.
Interesting. We're gonna have to ban you from the air fryer.
I made pork chops in it the other day. Oh my God, the
Oh,
kids loved them.
that's good. That's good.
They're not all that
How is Sir
greasy
Duke? Is
shit.
Sir Duke annoying you still?
Hey, shh, he's sleeping.
Okay.
He's right
Well,
beside me. As soon as Betty cackles, it's all over with.
you got another $10
The
praying for
Hatter's
your littles.
Madness. It's good to see you. Wow, it's been a minute. Thank you. Praying for you and your littles. Thank you.
I have
It's
a
good to
longer on
see
my
you.
other.
Bubblegum Truth, member for 1 month. I have longer on my other one.
Oh
Uh-oh.
shit.
You do? You got 2? Wow, thank you.
Now we know. Oh, you got a $2 one. Did you get your washer fixed?
Yes. And I spent all night Wednesday night doing laundry. I
Oh, that's
sure
good.
did.
Oh, you got another $2. Hello, Chuck PP. I don't know what PP means. I have no clue.
Aw. Thank you, Purple Dragon. Thank you.
Purple Dragon Shill. But anyway. Insane Asylum. Crazy. Let's just do that all the time. She
Thank you
says.
guys very much. Lisa, Purple Dragon, thank you.
All right, let's listen to the Bepster. The Bepster.
Shit. She going after the FBI.
Happy Saturday, Betty, Delilah Mods, and chat. Much love to you all. Quick healing for Mama Bullhorn. Thank you. She's doing well, but like I said, she's becoming an unruly patient of the ward. Okay, she really is. And I was up this morning, and I'm like, she's like, oh, I did this and I did that. I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? What are you doing? So I got her ice pack working for her. So she's got to do the ice. We got her medication. She's done with the Percocet. She said it makes her too itchy, which that's why I don't ever, even when they prescribe them to me, I will not. If they prescribe me any of that, I don't even fill it up. It just, yeah.
Jiminy says, "Hey Kathy, I have a question. Thank you for the $10. How is it all of a sudden Betty accumulated all these subs and she can have 300 in her live, then all of a sudden she's got 6,000?" Exactly. I brought that up numerous times. Her numbers don't make sense. They don't. She'll have sometimes less than 200 in chat and get 5,000 views. I'm like, I don't.
But I think honestly, it's because she attaches herself to Facebook. Because like her
That's
videos.
true. Yeah.
Oh, you got a bunch of other donos.
Thank you, Mona Lisa. One of the help channels. Thank
And
you
you
for
got.
$5.
I think you got a cat. I think you read that one too. But yeah, I think it's because she has a Facebook, and I think people watch it via Facebook, like rewatch it.
That could be.
You know what I mean? Like that's what I think, and I think she is like. I think she has a lot of people that rewatch her. At first, I thought she bought her views, but I'm like thinking to myself, is this cheap bum gonna buy views for herself?
I don't think would Sonia or one of her other little. Those are your mommies. Go give them to her.
Who's my mommy?
No, the little one was trying to give me through the door. The 3-year-old was trying to give me her mommy's socks.
Oh, okay.
She's supposed to be in bed sleeping. Yeah, she just snuck out of bed.
Oh, you better get to bed.
Well, her mom can deal with it. I need a night off.
Oh, okay.
I'm burnt out. I am.
That's what I think. It's like it's dropped in Facebook. People watch it, and she gets the views, but she doesn't know it. But they're not in the chat. That's what I think.
Could be. Like I said, did Betty do it herself? I don't think so.
No,
She's a tighter
I don't
wad
think
than
she would
me.
risk her
Okay.
channel. I don't think she would
Yeah,
risk her
and
channel
I
if it
don't
gets
think she'd
deleted.
give up the cash. She's
No.
a tighter wad than I am. Okay. I don't think she'd give up the cash to do it. However, I do think that other people around her would. And from what I understand, from what I'm being told, anybody can do it. Please don't do that for my channel. I don't want no trouble. I don't want YouTube. Nope. Okay. Betty, entertain us.
So she's I think she's gonna she's off that. So I think she's just gonna be doing some more ibuprofen, Aleve, and stuff like that, and maybe something to help her sleep a little bit at night. But that's about it. So here we go. I want you guys to hear this because I think you guys should. It's important.
No, the Facebook views don't. But when they click the link for the YouTube video that she puts on her Facebook, and she has how many groups, that will give her a view on YouTube when they click that YouTube link. Hey, Shadow. Did you see CP stop by Clue's house pretending to be a process server and punked her? Oh my God, that would have been hilarious. No, I missed that. I was dealing with the littles. I got to go back and watch Clue. I got to replay. Hey, Wednesday. Old Pet Rock.
Oh, she got paperwork from who? Let me see.
It says Chris Proudfoot stopped by Clues pretending to be a process server and punked her.
Okay. That's kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
Maybe we'll go watch that if Clue's done.
I mean, I personally, I think like that one is, I don't know, man. That one's getting crazy. I'm kind of like iffy on like the whole Britney stuff a little bit because like,
it's getting out of it's totally out of.
She's like getting to the point where it's like, man, you got a drunks, waving a gun around. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? And she's dozing off. It's weird, man. And it's getting to the point where she's like Shaney for Christ, man. It's getting bad. And the people around her are not telling her to wake the fuck up. And I think she's being forced to stream by this Craig guy, to be honest with you. Because it's a little odd that he sits in the background clapping her to get up. And I'm like, why the fuck are you forcing her to live stream to stay up?
Chris had a cowboy hat, a Nerf gun, and a name badge with Samuel on it.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm not saying that no one else should cover BJ or anything. I'm not saying that.
Oh no, I totally get where you're coming from.
I'm just
I said I was going to talk about her today, and I have her live that she just did, but I don't even know if I want to.
Yeah, I mean, like it's getting to the point where I feel like she is a perpetual victim. And also she's spiraling, and it's like, and also there's other things to talk about. I really like that stream when we were talking about unknown number. I have, there's other things to talk about. I think Rumble's
I have a ton of stuff that I've been saving to watch on my watch later, put into playlist that I want to go over with you guys. It has nothing to do with none of this stuff.
I mean, I'm already looking into another guy situation. It's kind of crazy. So it's fucking nuts, and I think it's going to be pretty shocking situation, but yeah, it's another individual I've been looking into from another community. Let's just say that much.
You'll explain, Brittany. I'm sure Clue will make shorts of it.
Yeah,
we'll watch it. We'll watch it in a little bit. But if you want to come up, Brittany, I'm not going to play it right now. I want to play Betty, and we'll watch it though. I don't think Clue will mind.
Did you see that Laura slammed? I don't watch Laura. I don't watch.
Oh my God! You should. I wanted to. Well,
you know what?
I wanted to go through that screen and say, "Are you fucking stupid?"
I mean, like the truth of the matter, what pissed me off about Laura is because she was like, "Let me collect. I got this content of Ellie on here. Collect your cash apps." And I'm like, "Really, bitch? Like, you're really fucking around. You're putting Ellie on."
Oh, she's saying Clue made $17,000 last month, and oh yeah, again about Queen making money and lying to everybody.
I mean,
she's like, how do these subs give these people all this money? They make more money than their subs do.
Oh,
and it just went on and on and on.
Speaking of money, you got a $10 donation and 10 memberships from Gone Girl.
Aw, thank you, Gone Girl. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Oh, you
Welcome
got
to
a
Poolside, everybody. You're a misfit like the rest of us.
you got a Camry.
Amber,
Sent you
hi from the
$5.
bushes. Hopefully not sending it a bad time. I am a good bit behind in stream. Oh, you're fine. Thank you, Cambry, so much. Thank you, guys.
One more for
Wow,
the goal to be met, by the way,
that's
guys.
it.
But the I didn't like the fact that she purposely brought Ellie. Ellie, I think, is mentally there's something going on with her, and I feel like
Hey,
she took
Erie and
advantage
Sweet Pea.
of Ellie, and I think she took advantage of Koto's
Yeah,
situation, and I didn't like
yeah,
that shit. That kind of pissed me off because Koto purposely left doing online content because people were threatened to fuck with her in real life, and it's not right that people are trying to drag like they have fucking Lars like trying to drag her on, and everyone pretty much like even like
I
people that do
reviewed that, but I really did feel bad
yeah
for
for
Ellie because I think Ellie needs to really just log
yeah
off.
yeah man, and
The
I felt bad for.
dragon.
Well, thank you,
Did
Dragon.
someone mention one more for the goal? Oh wow! Thank
Thank you.
you.
I
Thank
felt
you
bad.
guys. We got confetti.
I felt bad for Kodo mostly because I mean, like imagine like that shit happened and it's so fucked up happened to Kodo, and I did not like that. I
I
didn't
didn't
like
either.
people I don't like felt like it was wrong too. Even Joneson was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" And
Yeah,
they didn't invite Ellie on, and they didn't, you know what I mean? Which at least they knew not to do that shit because it's like you're gonna invite a crazy, you know what I mean? Like and when it came to Kodo and what happened to Kodo was really fucked up, and I didn't like Laura doing that shit for views. It really
yeah,
fucked up,
not at all. It was,
you
and
know.
and I don't know why she's so worried. Why is she always so worried about how much money Queen makes or how much money Clue or anybody makes?
Yeah.
The only reason why Britney's talked about is because of how she does it, the manipulation, the way. It's
Well,
not.
I mean,
I want her to make money. We all tell her that. It's not about that. And hell yeah, they're making money. So
yeah.
what? That's what they're doing it for.
I mean, I would. I
Are you
mean,
jealous,
Queen.
Laura, that you're not getting thousands of dollars thrown at you? I mean, I don't know.
I think Laura was jealous because of last night when Queen got like close, like I don't know. I thought it was like close to $1,500 or something stuff like that. But that was before YouTube takes a cut, and I think she was like upset. She probably watched that.
Hey,
She's like,
summer
"Fuck."
girl.
She's like,
Hey,
"Fucking."
CJK.
Probably made her spin at that point. But at the end
Mm-hmm.
of the day, like I don't see the truth of the matter. I never seen Clue ask for money. I've never seen Queen ask for like donos during a live stream. I don't even like see you put the target goal, but you're not like begging people online, like, hey, can I have money, please? It's like, you're not telling people, guys, I need a new mattress.
Or I
Give
need
me
to keep my lights on.
I need to keep my lights on.
Besides that, if I said that, people probably tell me go get a fucking job.
Yeah.
You know?
It'd be like, there's a warm spot by the Walmart. You can start begging. I'm just stuff like that. But yeah, like that's.
Hey, after what I went down this rabbit hole of the fake homeless.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh my God.
They've been doing that since like the 1800s, man. Fake homeless people. Like there are some people that just do it as a job.
Blown away at some of the houses these people live in.
Yeah, BJ is the only one I see begging for money. Yeah, she does that. And the thing is, I think it's weird. But anyhow, let's move on to the Bepster. Let's listen to more of the Bepster.
And it has a lot of good information that we're going to break down. Hopefully everything is working. Can you guys let me know very quickly if
Not really. Let's fast forward.
Well, we're here to save you too, right?
Uh-oh.
We're trying to save you guys too. We see what kind of crap's going on for you guys. And one way or another, this ain't just America. We're trying to save the world.
Huh?
So,
I can't even. I don't even know what to say. You're
Here we are to save them one day. Bepster to the rescue.
Hey, Shauna M. Hey, Catherine X.
Faster than a bounce check.
You need a camera? Okay, we got you, Kenna. Put it on the wish list. We got you.
If she hears a tragedy, she's there faster than a bounce check. She moves with the speed of a bounce check, and she can hear a tragedy from 10 miles away. It's the Bepster.
Hey, Lavender. Yeah, the Bepster. She's saving the world with a bullhorn.
Her partner in crime, Olivia, the ever-present false information. There she fights actual justice.
Finding fake evidence.
Planting fake evidence with Olivia, the water bottle.
Yeah, she did say that, Kenna. She needs yet a third set of cameras.
Oh my God. She's
And
got
a
more cameras
service.
than the CIA.
Yeah.
Let's continue. We need to listen to this hero. This hero that
She's
we've
saving the world, people.
She's
Get ready. Look out,
saving the
UK. She's coming to save you.
We're not
is.
we're not
Save the
forgetting about you guys.
day.
I can promise you that. The crap I'm watching, it's sad. You are loud and clear. Image is good. Awesome. Thank you. I love this. Hey, who knows? Mom might be the next content creator. She got content creator service here.
Whoa.
Let's see what we got.
In DC, already producing results. We've been telling you about all of those. The president posting the numbers on Truth Social moments ago. In just under a month, the city has
Now, what
seen
does this
nearly
have to do with
1,700
Sebastian?
arrests, including more than 700 criminal alien arrests. And they've also recovered 5 missing children.
Wow.
Let's bring in Gaddy Serralta. He's director of the U.S. Marshal Service. I am a big fan of the Marshals. And if anyone out there is looking to go into law enforcement, I think they should join.
This is what is so angry and why we're here. It's not for the political and the attaboy and the pat on the back for President Trump. It really isn't. It's because you need to hear this. This is secrets, or this is the U.S. Marshals, okay? And U.S. Marshals, if you guys understand, we've been trying to get the U.S. Marshals in Sebastian Rogers' case for a significant amount of time. And
the FBI wasn't good enough, I see. Okay.
Betty, he is a 15-year-old alleged runaway. Do you know how many there are? How would it be possible to bring the U.S. Marshals in every case of a teenager who allegedly ran away?
True.
Or even don't know how they went missing. But it's an impossible feat, especially with blowhards like you that want the budgets cut every time you turn around.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to pay tax dollars, but I want the government to do everything. Like, okay, it doesn't work that way.
I'll check.
I sent you an email real quick, Kathy B. Is it about the super weakness of Betty? I've heard that her kryptonite is actual bills.
I thought about that. I thought about when I was doing my thumbnail. I thought about
putting a cape on her.
Yeah, in a superhero costume.
Like her bed, the green screen in the back is her cape.
When she was saying that, when I was watching it to review it, she was already done being live. Yeah, I actually played with it. Oh, I thought about it. I might change it. I don't know, because that's still a good idea.
I swear to God, someone needs to make a short of Betty, something like, Betty, her odor is more powerful than a skunk in heat, able to leap tall buildings to the next tragedy in a single bound from state to state. To define this person is to define tragedy. We are about to hear the great story of Super Webster. Da, 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 da. And it's like she's got the green screen cape on. She's got her she's pantsless with her underwear on, just with her shirt on. She's running through. She's able to strangle a man with a single motion. It's Webster.
K-Mash, in response to you, this is her live from today, and I believe it's in here. So, yeah, we're gonna. I don't want to spoil it yet, but I want everybody to hear it. And yes, she did say that. Betty, you're busted.
And at night, creative intelligence at that time got the U.S. Marshals.
What's creative and what's intelligent about
It's like
it?
a name change. She's like, at night, what's the new name again? She's looking down. She's looking down to
Betty,
see.
you do realize it doesn't exist. It's a name they made up for a Twitter page. Basically, is all it is.
She just they changed their name so much she has to write down the new name.
It's like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh
Sometimes
my
I wonder
God.
if she punks us on purpose.
Like the pantsless wonder. That's that's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's way better than Super Bedster. The pantsless wonder. Like I could just imagine an old 1940s
The
radio
artist
show.
formerly known as At Night.
She works with her super league known as At Night and Creative Intelligence.
Yeah, I'm going to, Britt. I am going to make a short out of that where she says she's saving the world. Yeah, I'm going to put
Because
some Kim in there.
creative means full of shit. That's why. Because they make up shit all the time. They're creative. I swear to God.
I will, Kenna.
I swear to God, I miss the 40s radio shows.
I still once in a while will listen to a radio show. There are still some out there.
Yeah, they're good at describing stuff, man. It's just like the original OG fucking YouTube stuff.
I used to listen to murder mysteries and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, what about like what was it? Who was it? Who was the guy? Was it Dark Man?
Or Baba, okay, just a minute. You're gonna have to wait a minute now, buddy. You wouldn't go before I went live. Now you're gonna have to wait a minute. And I'll get Aaliyah to take him out.
I'm trying to remember the show. The Shadow. Yeah, that was the show. Who knows?
Yeah, I used to listen to that. Yeah.
Who knows what evils lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows. You know, it's like kind of cool. They even made they made a movie about it too. It was a good movie.
Let me see. Let me start this. I'm gonna get him out. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Panda Bear's mom. And I just heard it's your birthday. So happy birthday, Love Bug. I hope you're doing well. I really do. So you're hearing this. And to think that they have an actual effective department specific for children finding kids. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know the U.S. Marshals has a completely separate department for just the search for children? And they have an effective way of finding kids. Did you guys know that? We're about to find that out. And to think that Sumner County would turn down a resource like this in one of the largest cases they have in their community doesn't sound like a man that's turning over every rock to find a child. And I'm going to keep saying that because I hope, and I want to start hearing, are you from Sumner County? If you're a Sumner County resident and
Bro, you need to make the new thumbnail for this live stream, Kathy P. You need to make Betty with a fucking pantsless avatar with a green screen cape.
That would be cool. I don't know how I could do that. I'm not good.
We need get it going, AI generator people. We need to get that.
Yeah,
we need that.
Oh, you can just take
and we just put on the bottom, Betty, the pantsless wonder of the world.
I don't know how to use any of that stuff yet. I'm gonna work on that's on the list to do.
I'm stealing that.
I can start.
I'm stealing that from you, Blaze. I'm sorry, but we're stealing that from you. I'll give you credit though. I'll tell everyone you got the name.
She's funny. She'll love every bit of it. She'll say she's pissed, but she'll love every bit of it.
You're here.
You don't want the flashlight?
And you're not going to be voting. I want you guys to tell me that you guys are from Sumner County because I want to know that I'm making a difference here because we're going to be coming in. We're coming in. I'm going to make sure by the time it's time to vote for a new sheriff that this sheriff's done.
Okay, you're not voting for anybody.
Like, you can't vote. You don't live there.
Yeah. Are you going to send it? Are you going to? Is she one of them people that sends in bogus mail-in ballots?
Well, like, listen, did we not see Chris Proud? Not Chris Proud. I mean, Seth Rogers sitting by himself. That's how much political pull he has. He was able to get only like 10 people to show up. And she's talking about, I'm going to overthrow the sheriff. Yeah, good luck with that. Oh, you got 10 memberships from Dogs Over Humans.
Oh, thank you, Dogs Over Humans. Thank you so much. Welcome to Bullside, everybody. You're a misfit like the rest of us. Please thank dogs. Thank you, dogs.
Who let the dogs out? You're supposed to bark.
I can't bark.
You can't bark? Okay.
I can, but it sounds awful.
It sounds like. But anyway.
Betty can bark.
Well, she'll definitely bark for 10 minutes.
I don't play this crap. They picked on the wrong person. Like, I'm sure that these people, these hate channels going in there, like, we want to get Betty. They didn't realize what they had done. And they manipulated this community.
Does hate channels have to do with you breaking the law and getting protection orders put against you? They didn't do that. Nobody did that but you yourself.
Yeah. That's because she doesn't want to take accountability.
Never.
For her actions. Her actions were stupid. When she chased down that guy's car and then talked about a gun, she fucked herself completely over. And then when she went on their property and put it there, she was pushing it. And the thing is, she was used to dealing with, like, the Wells, and they had no money. They really didn't have an ability to fight at all, really. And the difference is, you picked the wrong ones, and that's the problem. You picked the wrong ones. We told you it was going to happen. We're going to be like, one day you're going to piss off people that are able to fight back, and you're not going to like it. And it happened.
Yep.
So enjoy going to jail. I mean,
in fact, I'm gonna look tonight after I'm done. I'm gonna go in and see if anything's been updated on.
Bro, did you hear about Turtle Boy? He's got a fucking protective hearing in Jersey.
Oh yeah, I've been wanting to talk about that. I saved all the stuff off Twitter about it.
Bro, if I was Turtle Boy's lawyer, I would be so happy right now. I'd be like, man, I'm making all this money from this idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd be like, yeah, keep on being arrested. Keep on going to protective order hearing. I get paid $500 an hour for this. Let's go.
He's got a lot of shit going on. That dude's just not stopping.
Yeah, I know, right?
He thinks he's infallible.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I think he's going to go to jail. I think he's going to jail for sure. But, who knows? I don't know.
There's some serious shit going on.
Unfortunately. But at least, it wasn't all a bust this year. Like, Koberger pled guilty. The Adelson, she was fucking guilty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All 3 counts.
It's it just seems like, you win some, you lose some, Some guilty people get away, some guilty people, a lot more guilty people get convicted. So that's a good thing. Even that dentist guy that, murdered his wife,
I was so involved I wanted to cover that on here, but I didn't, and I should, because I watched everything on that, on TV, and on the crime shows on TV and on YouTube.
Yeah, that guy was guilty as fucking sin.
Big time. Okay, back to the Bullhorn. She's saving the world tonight. Well, at least Tennessee.
Community and actually thinking I was a nobody. They were going to find out very, very, very quickly that this nobody
You've seen a fundraiser for him?
And I fight very, very, very hard. When I see shenanigans, I fight very, very hard to make sure the shenanigans is, 1, exposed, and 2, is changed. Right now, I'm having a hard time exposing. So the only way I'm going to be able to be effective in that community is literally being in that community. So we're going to be moving into this community at some point. And we're setting up small restaurants in Tennessee. We're taking control of law and order in that state.
Now she's back on the thing again where she's moving to Tennessee and she's taking over control.
She's like a cult. She's like, we got to take over the government. they fucked with the wrong lady. We're gonna move it. We're gonna move in, and we're gonna take over the government.
We're taking control over the government. We are gonna run Tennessee. Me and my Bullhorn.
We're gonna take over military control of Sumner County. I just need
the shenanigans.
I just need all 500 of you live to move in, and we will have an armed insurrection. We will have an armed takeover of the Sumner County, and I shall name myself sheriff and arrest Chris and Katie in my new government.
You know, this woman is so full of hate because Tim, you're having too much fun. Hold on one second.
I just imagine like this lady like literally making plans, like diagrams, like how dare they arrest me? They will rue the day that they arrested me and put me in jail for 12 hours. And then she has like fucking floor plans of like the cheapest rental properties that she can get. And she's like, how many subscribers can I get to this town? And then we will take over. We will vote myself in as the sheriff. And as my first act of being sheriff, I shall arrest Chris and Katie.
Oh yeah, she threw them under the jail.
And then I will arrest the mayor. I will arrest the judge that put me in jail too. They will all be in jail.
Yeah.
She's just imagining herself in the sheriff's outfit. Though in this outfit, she's pantsless.
She'll be the one to escort Craddock out of the building.
Yeah, she'll arrest him too.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, she reminds me of that Indian. You ever see that documentary of like that Indian cult in like the 80s that took over an entire town? It's the same thing. She's like the cult. Like
she's taking over.
Bro. This is
green
crazy.
cape and all.
This is crazy. She's like literally got like delusions of grandeur. Guys, we will move in and we will take over Sumner County. Let's go.
She's the kind of person who fixates and obsesses and is so full of hate and anger because they stood up to Betty. Excuse me. That she would pull something like that. She would try to move there.
Bro, it's crazy.
Let's hear her, see what else she got to say. She claims her and her groupies are going to line the streets and protest. Oh boy.
Whether they like it or not. We're sick and tired of covering these cases. And if nobody's going to be talking about missing children and nobody's going to be talking about what they can do to start resolving the crime, or again, Tennessee just changed child diddling from a misdemeanor to a felony effective July 1st of 2025, a day late and a dollar short. We're saying
proper time to call
We've got
that?
too many cases that are unsolved.
Yeah, but it's not the way she's made it out to be.
I wouldn't use child diddling as a term for a serious crime. Like I would call it probably like rape,
hey, Blaze,
whatever, something else.
Hey, girl. She twisted that, and she actually believes that she was instrumental in getting those laws passed when those laws were in the works long before Betty was ever around.
True.
And some of them were just updated.
Yeah, that's true.
In the state of Tennessee, either shit or get off the pot. Because if you guys want to keep playing these games, America's going to stand up and speak up, because I'm moving into Tennessee. Some way, somehow, we're moving into Tennessee, and we're going to start affecting change in that state on a state level. It is going to take time, but I got nothing but time. This is my full-time job. Okay. When I'm going to be standing out in front of that sheriff's office the next time, I'm going to remind them I got no place to be. This is literally my full-time job. My full-time job is avocation for victims of crime. My full-time job is
honey. Oh, do not delude. Get out of Delulu land. You are no advocate. I have never seen an advocate carry on the way you do. That you don't help anybody. You hinder and hurt and interfere. But you don't help.
exposing corrupt politicians. I got nothing but time, baby. I'm a time and place chick.
You've done none of that here in Florida. You're the town clown. Your own council calls you out. Most times you go into those meetings, you get the facts wrong. And they let you know that. You've not succeeded in any of that stuff here. So why do you want to go in someone else's backyard? Is it because Florida won't put up with you? Might be, huh?
But you need to hear this, because this is what Sumner County has turned away in the Sebastian Rogers case.
You, and here's one of the reasons why. The number of arrests and the gun seized, all of that's been very impressive. But what surprised me and caught my attention was that 5 children were recovered. Like, that seems significant to me. How does that happen? Where were they? How do they get recovered?
So one child is significant, as you know, Dana. A missing child is just destroys families. So when the Marshal Service core mission of finding missing children.
Core mission, U.S. Marshal Service core mission is finding missing children. Now, I want you guys to remember, Eric Craddock specifically, the Sheriff Snuggle-Struggle, turned down this help. He doesn't want it.
No, he didn't.
Doesn't need it. Meanwhile, all the government officials are playing patty cake with the suspects in this case. Why is all these government officials...
Who's the suspects in what case?
I don't know. I mean,
he's a missing teenager. There has been no crime. There's been no evidence of foul play.
Yeah, I mean,
nobody's a main suspect. You're talking about Seth because, he's not been cleared either.
Yeah, I mean, like, at the end of the day, I think 2 things might have happened. I would say one would be the child walked away and is unfortunately somewhere in those woods that we haven't found yet, or the child was, lured out via online profile. I don't think any of the parents have anything to do with the disappearance of the child. I used to think Seth was very suspect. I used to think, in the beginning, Chris and Katie were suspects. But I just now that I sit here and it's been this long, I think either 2 options. Unfortunately, Sebastian's out in the woods and they haven't found his remains yet. He wandered out and they haven't found it. Or he was lured out online and he's somewhere in the world and we just don't know. And it's just, you don't know with these types of cases. And it's very sad. I wish closure would actually happen for the family. Even for Seth. I mean, I think he is a father of a missing child, even though his decisions are terrible. He has aligned himself with very horrible people. I think he needs to, I think it's very sad that, that he let his rage get the better of him when he should have been calm and collective, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the situation.
I agree. Hey, Kathy. It's weird being back with my folks, just adjusting. Wow, bless you for being able to be there for him, my puppet. That's amazing. I've always thought it had something to do with online. Thursday of last week during Seth's protest, he basically said he had been teaching Sebastian how to drive, but most people missed it. Mm-hmm.
Have such strong contact with 2 people that have abused a child with plenty of recorded documentation. Who would want that kind of stigma around them? That is disgusting. It shows a level of corruption. It shows the haves and have-nots of the community. I don't play those games. I expose those games. And I believe that's the kind of racket we got going on in Sumner County. And they've been provided help. All they had to do was sign one document, one piece of paper. And I'm pretty sure that At Night Media or At Night Intelligence, I'm pretty sure that they posted that photo of the page, the one single sheet that just needed one single signature on to have this man right here deploy his people, because their core mission is to find children. If you have a missing child and you've been working on a case for 18 months and are no further than you were from day one, and you're offered this type of help, federal financed help, and you turn it down, do you know something?
Number one, I don't believe none of that, but okay.
Yeah, I think she's full of shit.
Yeah, the U.S. Marshal's Office does not get involved with one or eight teenagers.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna skedaddle. You know how it is with
Thank
the old
you.
man. Old man B. Tim. Old man, Grandpa B. Tim needs his rest.
It's Saturday night.
Grandpa B. Tim needs help, some rest before some other things to do. So make sure you eat your greens and watch your hips. Anyway, you have
Party
a good
pooper
one.
on a Saturday night. Thank you for
And
coming up,
don't-
and thank you for gifting memberships.
No problem. Make sure to don't have any Mountain Dew from Grandpa B. Tim. Now I need to roll up my long, luxurious gray hair, guys. I'll Grandpa B. Tim out.
Oh my goodness. Beat Jim's crazy.
Some of that federal help comes with products to that local government. Sometimes they need the government to go out and do something, so they send them the equipment, and that department gets to keep that equipment. Eric Craddock's like, no, we don't want any of it. No, we've got this. As they're playing patty cake with Chris and Katie.
No, she thinks she's something.
They turn down this kind of help. This should unnerve everybody, especially the people in this community, because your community has allowed you to undergo all of this speculation, scrutiny, turn your entire community upside down. You know who did this for you? Your sheriff's department, because they want to play games. So they've actually made all of their citizens victims of this game that they want to play with Chris and Katie. They're friends. They're friends. And it's up to you, the people, to make this right, because they won't.
It's very rewarding for us, and we get to start these families on the healing process.
Wow.
So we found 5, as you mentioned, some pretty significant cases. One in particular was a 15-year-old that had given birth to a child that was in intensive care. We're launching an investigation into the father of that child, which we believe is going to be a 27-year-old.
Oh my Lord.
So they ain't playing. Can you imagine having this type of resource? Think about it. We all have had problems in our time. And you think about the parents. Like, we have some parents in here that have lost their children by self-harm, lost their children from ODs, that have lost their children because of violence and murder. And we have some people that know what that is because they've watched families struggle through it. Now, many of those cases all started out with a missing person because somebody didn't find that person, or a health check at their home, a wellness check at their home, right? They've all started out that way. Can you imagine if you were sitting at home, you're a mom or a father in this community in Sumner County, Tennessee, and you have a missing child and you're begging for help, and law enforcement just stops working your case, stops going out there and searching. And then we're saying, okay, nobody's searching, nobody's doing this. Maybe they need some help. Maybe they need a little edge for the case. So you reach out to the FBI, you reach out to, the U.S. Marshals, and see what kind of benefits that they can bring to the table. And they're saying, hey, we're willing to help. All Sumner County has to do is X, Y, Z. And you go to Sumner County, it's like, you guys had a lot of time with this case. Can we please just turn it over? And they're like, no. Okay, well, will you be willing to take this help? No. Are you any further than you were before? Fuck you. That's what Seth Rogers gets from Sumner County. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You just paid for that cuss word.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, good gracious.
She really thinks she's going to do something here. Hey, Tom Foley. Yeah, she's going after the FBI. And she's moving to Tennessee, to Sumner County, and taking over the government and the law enforcement. She just told us that.
Thank you so much. Good morning, Pebbles, Sonia, all my mod squad, YouTuber Chaos, Teresa. Oh, it's so nice to see you all. Big hugs and kisses, guys. I'm glad we were able to run a decent show. Okay, let's get back to this. We got a lot to cover, so just bear with me. I want to see if there's anything else. I can't remember. I feel like I went a little further than this on this interview.
For the children that are reported missing, that could be up to age 18, I imagine, across the United States, 29,568 missing children in 2024. The recovery rate is 91%, which is
huge. Okay, do you guys understand this? Look at that. The U.S. Marshals Recovery Service, 91% recovery rate. Let's make sure we understood what she just said. Let's go back.
You do realize that there's extenuating circumstances with the children involved in cases they deal with. They do not have the manpower to go out every day searching for all the missing children and all the missing teenagers. They just don't, Betty. You're trying to make this something it isn't. You're trying to turn this into, well, the U.S. Marshals finds all the children. No, they don't. They don't get involved in a lot of the cases. A good bit of the cases, Betty. Oh, sorry, little was at the door. I let her stay up till 10 o'clock because she informed me she's 10 now. But it's not a school night, so she'll be fine. They're usually in bed by 8:30, but it's the weekend. The efficiency apartment in Georgia, or renting the house out and traveling the states. I know, K-Maj, don't you know that all got pushed under the rug? Now she's moving to, well, she said before she was going to move to Tennessee. She changed it up, but she hasn't said it for a minute. So now she's back on it. Now she's specifically moving to Sumner County. Hey, Lisa, good to see you. Tennessee is a red state, and therefore the money that they need for things like LA social services is nearly non-existent. So who going to pay? Exactly. And Betty's one of them people that wants it non-existent. She bitches about every penny.
Just a few seconds. Let's listen to what she says. Listen.
The 27-year-old.
For the children that are reported missing, that could be up to age 18, I imagine, across the United States, 29,568 missing children in 2024. The recovery rate is 91%, which is obviously that
is an amazing recovery rate. I mean, granted, there's still 9% that we have to find. And where is the 9%? Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is part of that 9%. Summer Wells is part of that 9%.
No, Betty.
Warren and Orson West are part of that.
No. This is only of the cases that they are involved in, not all the missing children from infancy to teenagers. This is just a very small portion of cases they happen to be involved in. Quit acting like they recover 91% of all missing children, because they don't, sadly.
9%. There's 9% children that are still missing out there. That are still missing. But this is an amazing recovery rate. And why in the world?
Oh, there's a hell of a lot more than 9% still missing, Betty. Again, this is just in the cases that they were involved in.
Would anybody turn down this type of help?
No one did.
You guys get it yet? Are you seeing it? We need to be making sure that you guys are sharing this. If you guys haven't, if you're in the Sumner County area and you're part of the Sumner County Facebook groups for Sumner County.
Your source for info saying that Craddock turned down any assistance from the U.S. Marshals, specifically in Sebastian's case, is At Night Media. Are you fucking serious? Or what? That's your source? Dear Whack job bets. She is keeping her house there until after her suit, because Florida's primary residence can't be touched for civil judgments. Possible. Facts. Plus, the land will end up going to pay. He's watching a barbecue at some point. That shack is tearing down for sure. Oh yeah. And a developer wouldn't even remodel that house. They would. It'd be raised. It'd be raised in one day. It'd be raised and cleaned, lot cleared, and getting ready to lay the new foundation for the new build. Exactly.
In Sumner County, that you guys need to be plugging this stuff in. You guys need to be making sure, because your media out there is not doing you any service. They're sanitizing the truth. I can tell you, I've seen it myself. I've seen it over and over and over again over the last 18 months of them sanitizing the reality of what Eric Craddock is doing. They're doing a disservice to their community. You guys are responsible for getting that truth out there. And that's what we're going to be talking about when I start coming in.
You know nothing about what Eric Craddock is doing. You're just all bent out of shape because you got protection orders put against you. because of your own actions. Because they stepped up to Betty and not putting up with Betty's bullshit and shenanigans. See, Georgia was stepping up, but then you ran like the coward you are. Once they stepped up, you wasn't about to do anything. You thought you could just keep on doing your shit. You're pissed because somebody said they've had enough of you. This has nothing to do with Sebastian himself. This is all about you.
And to set up those small groups for 2026 and 2028.
She is a fool.
Polls and voting. We are moving into Tennessee. We're moving into Tennessee and Kentucky. I've been there. I've put my feelers out, but everything, as far as the politicians that I wanted have been doing just fine. But since I'm going to be hitting back Bill Lee and Senator Marshall Blackburn so hard this year until we get them either whipped into shape or talking about the crime in the state of Tennessee, we're going to have to be pushing really, really, really hard to make some changes in there. And I can't rely on the groups that are in there right now because, again, I didn't have to bring the groups into these two states because we've been okay. But now that I want McConnell out, now that I want Bill Lee out, now that I want true law and order in these communities, and I'm seeing
listen,
a very
you
dangerous...
hear her? Now that hey, Phoenix, good to see you. You hear, it's not what's best for Tennessee residents or Sumner County residents. It's what
practice going on in these communities, and that is the good old boy system. I haven't seen that in a while because we've been moving it out of Manatee County, but I'm seeing this in both of those states. Those two states, they have a lot of corruption in there at the highest level, and I've watched it. I've identified the areas. I've identified the worst of the corruption, and we've got to start moving people in because
she identified the worst of the corruption in Tennessee in Sumner County because she got arrested for violating protection orders, and the cases were reopened, and I'm hoping the orders were extended. That's what this is all about.
I'm done with this. There are a few leaders in this country that don't get paid for the leadership. I'm happy to be one of those people that go all over the country, not only for true crime, but for political purposes. And this is something that we need because they go hand in hand. You guys understand?
Don't go
right?
all over the country, Betty. You go to a handful of places. That's it. And you haven't even been doing that.
We can't do what we're doing. Of course I can come here and talk about these cases day in and day out, just like everybody else. But if we're not really fighting for change, what are we really doing here? What are we really doing here? We've got to make changes. We've got to be safe. I'm sick of covering these cases. I don't want to hear any more Quentin Simons or any more Emmanuel Haros or Orson West. I'm done covering these cases. They deserve to be safe. And by God, we're going to give all of our children in this country a fighting chance for survival. And it all takes all of us. And guess what? It's also
today is 3 weeks. 3 weeks already.
It takes politics. So if you're not here for the long haul, you're just here for the stories. Thank you for the support of the stories, but we have a bigger mission than just talking about the cases. So there is that. But this is good recovery rate. Why Eric Craddock will turn this type of help down, you guys can figure it out yourself, but I think it starts with corruption and ends with corruption.
That's a very good recovery rate, but that means that there's still 9% that aren't. And so what are the tools that you have under the Trump administration to try to help find them?
So first and foremost is the backing, right? We have law enforcement has unprecedented backing by this administration.
I just wanted to remind you guys, because they stripped your rights away from you. They made us less safe. They reduced penalties for violent crimes such as murder, rape, sexual assault, armed burglaries, armed robberies. This administration reduced the penalties, making us prey while they have the backing to get this stuff done. And we have an idiot sheriff in Sumner County turning down this help.
We're very grateful for that.
Hey, Sal, good to see you. Thanks, Sal. I hope everything's okay. Look out, Tennessee, the political revamp on the whole shit caboodle. She had a whopping 25 people. Wow. I didn't watch it live. I wait till she's done and then I go over it. Thank you for. Oh. Hey. Okay.
We gifted the president a United States Marshal badge and a handcuff key so he can continue to unhandcuff law enforcement.
We handed him a key so he can continue to uncuff law enforcement. uncuff law enforcement. All right, guys. This was a preliminary hearing. We're not going to be able to discuss this preliminary hearing today. This was related to Austin Drummond. He's the one that's accused of committing quadruple.
This is supposed to be about Sebastian Rogers. Of course, her clickbaiting. It's not. It will be, but yeah.
But I really think he's done. He's done. He's getting DP unless he pleads out. I'm absolutely confident in that. Like, you know, he knows he's effed. He knows he is. It just in my opinion. I mean, you can kind of see it in his face. Here, let me see if I can roll it back. Some places they've got. There it is. Keep going. There. Okay. There we go.
Thank you, sir. Your voice and your thing.
You can see. He knows.
There you go. Please take whichever you like.
You can see it all over his face. He's.
Next witness, gentlemen.
They call Officer Brandon Wheeler.
He knows. This is just a tidbit of information to the powers that be. I'm going to continue to say this and continue to say this. Politicians, law enforcement, attorneys, you do not want to pick a fight with social media. You just don't. Social media.
Betty, you are not social media. You are one miserable, hateful, mean, exploiting, lying piece of shit. That's it. That's all.
Will turn you into their bish. Okay? They will. And they will paddle that little bootay. You do not want to fight. It's not worth the fight. It will ruin your reputation. It will destroy your abilities. You do not want to pick a fight with social media. Okay. I'm not saying you don't want to pick a fight with Bullhorn Betty. People pick fights with me. You know, I'm not as, you know, I'm a barbaric woman, but some people are a little more barbaric than me. Okay. I'm just saying. But let me also say that I will. Oh, Eric, April, Gypsy. Oh, you beautiful people. Good morning. Good morning, all of you. Rod, Lisa B. Always, Alcoholic. It's nice to see you. Even attorneys, you know, and I feel bad for Vincent Hughes because he really didn't do anything. But again, people are going to destroy. Why? Because this is avocation. This is the public pressure. We want everybody to.
No, that is not what avocation is, Betty. You're not supposed to set out to destroy anybody. That is not avocation. That is hate. Yeah, I see what you guys are saying. And you know what? I can't feel sorry for her, even though I did it at one point. I can't now. Because she keeps digging and digging at the holes and filing more frivolous crap. And she chose to be a part of it. She chose to keep doing it. There's consequences. And depending on how hard people that get judgments against her want to go, yes, they can attach her YouTube earnings. It depends on how far they're, you know, what extent they're willing to go. But yeah, that could happen. She lives in the state of Florida. In the state of Florida, they will attach her wages to pay off a judgment.
Have as much pressure on them as all get out because we're tired. And the more we bring embarrassment and shame and attention to a community, the more they want to prove that everything we say is inaccurate. And that's what we want, right? Because when they start trying to prove us wrong, we actually start getting things done. So we do become boils on these people's asses. And I can tell you, I make people climb walls. Eric Craddock hasn't had a dose of Bullhorn Betty. I'm a one-man show. When I move into Sumner County, which I'm moving into Sumner County, when I move into Sumner County, I'm going to be a one-man show. People want to come along. You guys won't know when it's going to happen until it happens. It's going to be much like Seth, but I'm a little more effective because I just don't give a shit. Okay, I'm not playing games. I'm not playing patty cake with a suspect. I'm not telling my entire county to be friends and communicate and give information and slide this over to Chris and Katie and slide that over to Chris and Katie. You know, I'm not helping my friends. If my friends touch a kid, I'm the first one that's going to throw them under the bus and take their asses to jail. It's too bad that the respect of children in Tennessee is clearly not a priority. Their farmland's more of a priority than the children and the next generation coming up. So, you know, when I'm hearing this from Marsha Blackburn and Bill Lee, which again, two politicians I have supported literally for years, I'm done. I'm part of the walkaway camp. Okay, I'm part.
Betty, you don't have a vote. It doesn't matter. At this time, you are not a resident of Sumner County, nor Tennessee, nor are you a registered voter. You don't matter. You don't live there. Let the people that live there, who pay taxes there, decide what they want. Not you feeding them a bunch of misinformation and disinformation.
For the walk-away camp. If you can't get the freaking job done, then we're going to find somebody that can get the
for
job done.
years.
Just like I'm telling Eric Craddock, if you can't get the job
Hey,
done,
Tiana.
we're going to make sure we find somebody that can. We don't play with politicians. We're your bosses. You need to recognize we come like literally 83 million deep. If we need something, I've got resources to tap into. You bet your bottom dollar I do. But this right here is exactly why you don't want to mess with social media. This is Vincent Hughes. This is the first attorney for Jake Harrow. He was dealing with his his gun charge and other things, and we got him sucking his thumb in bed. Okay, this is an embarrassment. This is why you don't want to monkey F with social media. You want to play nice with social media because we have a way of embarrassing people. And when one person puts this out, then guess what? Somebody like me picks it up.
Somebody like you, a piece of shit, who puts it out here. You don't even know if that photo was messed with. You're scum.
And post it all over my channel. And right now we have almost 300 people in here, which is a small day on a Saturday, but we're running live a little earlier than we did, but we've already almost had 1,000 views so far this morning. And then there's going to be all the replay crew coming in here, and they're going to see Vincent Hughes with his thumb
How
in
do
his
you
mouth.
have 1,000 views when you don't even have 300 in chat? And you were still live. Huh?
Baby. And we're going to read about how he's as abusive and likes to hit on his wife and children, much like Jake Harrow did. And why did this happen? Because he wanted to take a spotlight and he pissed off social media. So now he looks like a bish, right? This is why you don't want to mess with social media. Just like Mike Hestrin is finding out, just like Chad Bianco is finding out. Chad Bianco taked his freaking run for governor, and now they're all pouting and hate social media. We didn't do that. You opened your mouth. You wanted to attack us, and you know what? We come from a place of power and in a position. We have a position here. We have a position. We are the old news, the media from back in the 80s and 90s. This is what we're sick and tired of being sanitized. So we are the paparazzi of the 70s to 90s. Okay, you remember the good old news story, the cutthroat industry where people were fighting and crawling to get the story, get the release story, have the right information. That's what social media has created. We have real journalism again, not some sanitized version of journalism. I'm sick of it.
Real
we as the American people deserve
journalism?
more.
Real journalism? Where? Not on your channel. You're nothing but a clickbait queen, and you spread bullshit. You muck up and interfere in any case you touch. You spread misinformation and disinformation daily. You're not a real journalist, and you're not a professional, and you're no advocate, because what you're describing is not avocation. It's called being a piece of shit, in my opinion. And by the way, this is covered under fair use, Betty.
But again, we're going to get into the Sebastian Rogers case, not so much the Emmanuel Haro. We'll save that for a different day. There's some stuff coming out. Emmanuel hasn't been found yet. Law enforcement doesn't appear to be doing any type of ground searches or anything like that. That's what's leading me to believe that law enforcement out in Riverside believe this child's in the landfill, because that's the only place that they would not be able to find this child at this point in time. Now, if they learned about this dump, they learned about the dumpsters, they learned about the trash can earlier into the case, I would have said their chances of finding something would be a lot higher, 85 to 90%, which is what I gave Quentin Simon. And people are like, oh, no, it's not like that. I kept saying, if they keep digging, they will find what they need. I knew that without a doubt. Oh, and then we also have some breaking news and disturbing, upsetting news. The bones that they found, which is really weird because I had two stories. One was that it appeared that there was somebody that OD'd out there. And then I heard that there were some bones that they didn't know whether were male or, human or not human. But we did finally get the testing back for Travis Decker. And it appears that they were not human bone. They were not human bone. So I don't know if there's other bones. Like I said, there was another case I was hearing in the area, but I could have sworn I heard it from a news source. But with them telling me that the bones that they found were not human, I remember hearing that story first, but I could have sworn there was another story thereafter that said they also found another set. And I don't know if this is just a distraction or all of them. They don't believe any of these bones were human. So, but right now it does appear nothing has been resolved out there in Washington. So it appears that Travis Decker may truly be on the run, which I find just absolutely appalling. I don't know what else to say, because how can you do that to your children? How can you do that to your children? Okay, so now we're getting on here. I saw Auntie E in chat. So it's nice to see you. I really like the way you guys broke down some of this stuff related to this, statement from the FBI. And so I wanted people, I have a little clip here. It's like a 2-minute
Okay, guys, get ready because Betty's going to tell you how the FBI is a liar.
clip that I wanted you guys to hear because this is, I kind of agree. Let's listen. And I backed this up to like 53:20, but my statements don't really come until 50, like a minute in. But I wanted to get you guys some background.
There's so many things there that they're wanting to, it's like they're painting this picture of how they handled the investigation.
I just keep wondering, did Auntie E, did she have those spidey senses? Did she know I was gonna be debuting her?
Spidey senses.
It's so good to see you, love.
All these things, and I just feel like they're not focusing on the case, the true facts of the case,
Absolutely.
but just they're kind of filling us in with all this
Hey,
garbage.
Lauren,
So
good
we
to
have all this
see
information
you.
about this case, but none of it really gives you the meat and bones of what happened.
And Briley too says, my grandson has never wondered. Our son has never wondered. If he's eloped, it's been with purpose.
I'm sorry. They're in. I don't care. We've read the statement from law enforcement. They were off base since day one, and it proves that they were off base. And I keep wondering why.
No,
were they so
it doesn't.
off base? Was it because they failed to listen to the
Actually, the report the FBI put out just proves what we've all been saying all along. You and that night media and your little green team are full of shit.
parents, or were the parents not telling them, look, you're off base? My child would not be in a pond. I don't care what your statistics say, what parents know. And sometimes you just have to say, look, why are you wasting your time in the pond? If you're worried about my son drowning, he would drown in a pool before he drowned in a pond. So why aren't you guys looking at the pools? My son does not like dirty water. He would not walk into dirty water. He would not walk onto the grass. He doesn't like bugs. Like Chris and Katie have literally been telling us this entire time that this child never left the house and why he would never leave the house.
And you have no idea what conversations they've had with law enforcement. They've had interviews with law enforcement, and it's none of your damn business what they told law enforcement. So you have no idea. You're making claims you can't back up, as usual.
Because he doesn't like the dark, he doesn't like weird sounds, he doesn't like bugs, he can't handle it, and he's allergic to grass to boot. So there's no way he's walking out of the house without any of his money, any of his phones, any of his equipment, any of his personal belongings, including his shoes. There's just no possibility. And then we have law enforcement through this FBI statement literally.
Yeah, I'm not fond of the three egos either. That's what I called them months ago, the three egos. They're happy to spread a bunch of bullshit too. Sorry for the language, but it is true.
Really putting a target on Katie's back. Everybody, like I just saw the unscrupulous PI. He's over on things saying, "Oh yeah, they're trying to explain the video." I think they lied about the video. I don't like liars. And this is another thing. Law enforcement, don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. It's the worst thing you can do on social media. Don't poke the bear, and don't insult our intelligence, because this is what they don't understand. Many of us have already seen the video. We know that those lights are moving, literally moving.
No, you people have messed with those videos to the point where you don't even know what you're looking at. You don't think that law enforcement has experts, tech guys that picked through them videos? Betty, stop it. You guys have put all kind of crap out here claiming that this is all in those video clips when none of it actually is. It's all made up shit in your heads. You muck with them videos so bad. That mob guy, boy, he's a whole piece of shit. Crime Time Buzz, you guys are idiots. Spanky.
There's no moving object in there to make those move. The only way you could have a reflection, listen, tell me I'm lying.
You're
If
lying.
there's no light, if there's no moving light, you're not going to have, even if there was a glare, that glare would be stationary. It wouldn't be moving. The only way it would be moving if there was a light source moving.
She doesn't know how pixels
And they're saying nobody
work.
was moving. So where did the light source and the move go from? You can't. The only way you can do that is if there's some light source moving and it's picking up that and it makes the reflection move. But if there's no light source moving, and the reflection isn't moving, it would have been just one stationary dot. A stationary dot. You know how I know this? Because I deal with cameras, angles, images, all that. I am a videographer. Okay.
Oh my God!
Look,
Now
I know that.
she's a videographer. Betty, you're not tech smart. You don't do good with that shit. Olivia's the one who usually does all your editing and stuff for you when she was around. And it's clear to see that you still use her stuff. Stop it, Betty. We know it's not. You are, oh my God, you are no videographer.
It says videographer on it. right?
Exactly,
video
Bella
journalist.
Lauren.
That means I do best by recording and
No, you're not a journalist. Don't pacify yourself. You are not a journalist.
showing you. So I have to deal with
Yep.
lighting. I have to deal with glares. I
She
have to deal with
just
all
said
of
it.
that. And I can tell you 100% there has never been a light that moved without a light source moving.
Oh.
So I don't like it when law enforcement plays us for a fool or tries to lie to us, because when we know we are right, we are going to prove we are right. Clearly, this is something they're trying to hide, right? They don't want us to know about this. That's why they keep lying about this.
Betty, they're not hiding it. The video's been out. You guys have mucked with it so much you don't even know what you're saying.
But every time they try to call us liars, we're going to prove we're not liars and they're the ones lying.
But you are.
My suggestion would be quit addressing it if you don't want it out there and you don't want people talking about it. Quit addressing it, or finally address it because it already is out there. But to keep lying and tell us it was a dump truck, and then now all of a sudden it's a reflections off a headlight. You are full of crap. We know you're lying to us, and it just further puts distrust in our hearts. So now we're not going to take anything you say is true. So now, law enforcement is saying, "Oh my gosh, we just want you to say what we want."
Who is we? You mean you? Because it's all about you. It's all about I. There is no we. It's you, Betty.
To us too many times for us to do that. Now you guys can kiss our white breaded ass, our red, white, and blue ass, and we're going to tell.
Why do you always say white breaded? What's that supposed to mean exactly? Because clearly you dumb white bitch. Yeah, I said it. So why do you always got to say white breaded? What you think you're special?
Our story with what we see. Okay, we have people here that enhance videos as probably close next to NASA. And furthermore, why hasn't the FBI or Sumner County reached out to NASA to see if they can clear up some of these images? NASA would be the number one
Wait a minute.
go-to.
So you want the police departments to go to NASA for every alleged runaway teenager when there's been no crime committed, there's been no evidence of any kind of foul play. You want them to go to NASA. You don't think they have their own experts, their own IT department. You don't think the FBI hasn't looked at these videos. Are you fucking serious here? She's fucking delusional, man. She's fucking delusional. Yep, gay match pretty much.
For pixelation, dark images, and lifting those images so people can see what's behind all that blurriness. They have the technology. So if we're really serious about finding this child, and we have a lot of videos that are in the dark, and you haven't once reached out to NASA, my question is, why aren't you turning over every rock to find this child?
Betty, they have. All the stops have been pulled out for Sebastian. Do you know how many other children that are missing that didn't get any of that?
We're not dumb here. This is our job, our full-time job. We've handled more cases, more violent crimes than Sumner County has probably in the last 20 years. That's pretty significant.
My dog's sitting there whining.
More violent crimes than Sumner County has in the last 20 years.
Oh, Bubba, not tonight. Please give it a rest.
So let's listen to these statements.
And I think...
I'm sorry. I love my dog to pieces. But he cries every night at the same time for about an hour or two. And he's laying there doing it. And he'll go to the window. And he'll sit in that window for about an hour. And he'll cry. And then I cry. Calgon, take me away.
I think it's interesting the way this is being...
I mean, everybody's saying in the chat, narrative.
Yeah.
They're portraying a narrative. They are.
I don't know that it's necessarily from Barrett a bad thing. Okay. So what he says is, so he calls it's like, I don't know why they're playing this game, but they want to pretend like this was not an abduction, violent, criminal act of some kind.
Right.
I don't know why they keep
you don't
trying to gaslight the public on this. Sorry, we all know that this was a criminal investigation. but you don't call the child abduction rapid deployment team unless you think a child needs the child abduction rapid deployment team.
Right.
You don't do that.
You just don't do it.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Back it up. Betty, you said they haven't done shit. You said they haven't turned over every rock. You have done nothing but slam them for doing a piss poor job when in fact they didn't do a piss poor job. They pulled out all the stops right here and you're sitting there agreeing with it. You are such...
They're absolutely accurate. They're not calling in these resources unless they need them, and they're not going to supply those resources unless they're needed. FBI is going to look at it and say, this doesn't meet our criteria. I'm sorry. We didn't have that here, folks. We didn't have that here at all. So we have to, this is why I like Mr. and Mrs. E, Auntie E, the E team, right? The crime dogs. If you guys have not gone over there to sub up to their channel, if I don't have any of my subs on Nightbot, so if my our subs are additional content creators on Nightbot yet, so I apologize about that. So maybe one of my mods can put their channel. I'm pretty sure everybody that's in my chat right now knows them. They're great. They're amazing, and they're making their debut on TikTok as well, and they've been doing an amazing job on TikTok. So if you guys haven't been over TikTok and found them yet, please do. They're on TikTok now as well. You guys don't want to miss their content.
Do that for a kid that wandered into the woods. And I just looked up the behavioral analysis unit to see exactly what they are. Here's what they are. They are a department within the National Center for the Analysis of Violent Crime.
Wow.
That provides behavioral-based operational support for investigations into complex and violent crime.
Complex and violent crime.
But they are used also for non-violent crimes, idiots.
And then we have this FBI release, which was basically an interrogation of Sumner County and TBI, and they decided to put out a post with the FBI. I'm very, very thankful that the FBI is helping and assisting, but there's still something not right, and I haven't quite figured it out. I still feel like there's a buddy-buddy system, somewhere in this dynamic between FBI, TBI, and Sumner County, and I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it at all, and I think we need Cash Patel. I don't care who's in Nashville. I don't care who's in Memphis. I don't care. I really still think that I want our people knowing about this case. And the only way we're going to let our people know about this case is by making sure it's done organically. So if you guys have an X account and you're not posting about the corruption in Sumner County with this case and attaching Dan Bongino, Donald J. Trump, Pete Hegseth, Cash Patel, if you're not adding all of those people to that post, we're not effectively doing our job. So if you have X accounts, maybe now we're almost at the 400 people in this chat right now. If all 400 of us got out there and did a post about the corruption in Sumner County and hit it to Cash Patel, Dan Bongino, Pete Hegseth, Marsha Blackburn, Bill Lee, President Donald J. Trump, his family, throw the whole damn gamut in there and be done. Like I'm not even putting in the local media in there because they suck. Okay, I can honestly tell you, local media is a freaking embarrassment in Sumner County.
Now she's encouraging everybody to hashtag President Trump for alleged corruption in Sumner County that they have no factual proof of any corruption. None.
For them. Holly Thompson is she's not media. Neither is Nick Barris. Okay, they want to play nice and be friends with people. That's not freedom of the press. Okay, that's not a free press. A free press is telling it like it is without apologizing, finding the truth and telling your public whether it makes people look bad or not. But covering their asses, you get no respect from me. You're not a journalist. Okay, all you are is propaganda.
Betty, neither are you.
That's all you are to me. Propaganda.
So
that's true. That's true, Sadie. They even did a petition. Mm-hmm.
They didn't come in here to give you the autistic child wanders off 50% of the time. They're found in water. They come in to investigate complex and violent crimes.
So it tells me here that law enforcement, the one thing all of this is telling me here is law enforcement does not believe Chris and Katie, and they believe that this was a violent crime.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. That agency is used for multiple purposes, Betty.
I don't think Seth is going to agree with that, but everything that we're seeing that were brought in early is acknowledging that they believe in part, at least one of their major theories is a violent crime happened. Okay? This is new information for us.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Quit lying to people.
This was broke by Mr. and Mrs. E and Auntie E.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
But does believe something violent could have happened.
Never said they didn't, but there's no sign of it there. There's no evidence of foul play, Betty. Like I said, that agency would be used for multiple purposes, not just for that. One sole purpose.
And everything that they deployed up until they cut off help appeared that they believed that there was a violent crime that happened inside
No,
the
it
home,
didn't.
in my opinion.
Well, your opinion's wrong. You don't state it as an opinion. You state it as a fact. And you're wrong.
As the 5 specialized units, the BAU uses behavioral science and forensic psychology to create profiles of offenders and analyze crime scene data, assisting federal, state, and local law enforcement in solving cases involving terrorism, cybercrime, and crimes against children and adults. Does that sound like they're out here to teach you about autism?
Wow.
Well, no, they wouldn't. But they may have had them look at the case. We don't even know if they really did. They weren't there physically. They may have looked at some reports, Betty. That's it. The E's are putting more into it than what it is. Of course.
Wow. And then we have
I don't believe
the
Kristen
statement
Katie.
from
I don't know where she.
the at-night
I don't know where she's getting that, because nowhere in that statement does it say anything leading to that. Exactly, Lisa. That's what I think, because she always says it.
statement is, pretty interesting.
Cooking classes.
So we're going to start reading this. I'm going to read it out loud so you guys get
Okay.
all the information.
She won't go over the FBI report, but she'll read Jokester's post on Twitter.
Information that's needed. This was released about 18 hours ago. I'm pretty sure many people have probably already covered this. I received this about the same time everybody else received those. But as you guys know, I was taking care of my mom. I'm still running between my mom and my best friend's house because she had oral surgery and she's not doing well from the oral surgery. She went back to the doctor yesterday and they couldn't do anything because her mouth is so swollen. She's swollen. She can hardly talk. And it's just I had no time yesterday. Like I dropped probably about 12:43. I dropped for about an hour just to take a nap. I was so exhausted. And then when I got up, I had to get my mom situated, then head to my best friend's to check on her. And again, there's nothing I can really do for my best friend except to say, hey, I'm here, I love you. I'm going to be taking Delilah over there for a couple hours today because her grandkids have been asking for Delilah. So that's really it. But that's why I couldn't come live yesterday with this.
So you're worried about your best friend who's really having a hard time getting over surgery, and you're taking your dog over for her to babysit. Wow, sounds like real concern.
Have my system set up either. I don't like just, it's hard to do a live without showing you guys what we're talking about.
Exactly.
It just makes it so much easier like this, right? At least for me, and I'm sure you guys appreciate it too. So at night, and Dog the Bounty Hunter calls for clarification from FBI on the Green Hoodie narrative in Sebastian Rogers' case. Many of you guys know that there was a connection between At Night and the owners of the Texas Roadhouse, that branch of the Texas Roadhouse, maybe the managers or something. I think they were the owners for some reason. But I digress. The wife is a major true crime person and had reached out to At Night and provided them the videos of that. Now, if this Green Hoodie person was a regular, then they would have told them at that time. But they didn't know who this person was, and this person didn't go in there and eat. This person went out and was crossing the walkway. We see them carrying on a 2-minute conversation with Katie out in the parking lot, which is weird. And then we see the person
I didn't see no 2-minute conversation being carried on, but okay.
Directly into the women's bathroom, using the women's bathroom, coming out and leaving, not dining, not eating. And, at the end of the day, law enforcement, they didn't even check this person that had contact with Katie. They don't care. Like, they've got using their noggin. Like 101, shoe leather detective work 101 means you interview anybody and everybody that came in contact with the people in the time frame that you don't dismiss somebody because they're at a restaurant and say, well, there must be a patron. We don't need to ask them anything, right? This child disappeared on February 26, 2024. And by December of 2024, they still have not interviewed anybody from the Texas Roadhouse. So let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted. Let's get over here and I'll read this all to you.
Betty, you have no idea what law enforcement has done. You don't. So you can't state anything because you don't know.
To be unmistakably clear, the FBI article
She's beating a dead horse.
Two
Yes,
material
Lisa.
facts. It suggests Sebastian vanished this year when he disappeared in 2024, and it listed him as 14 and he was 15. If you can't get the
they're always going to run with it because Nick and all that. Yep, it doesn't matter to them. They are said a Green Hoodie was done away with a long time ago. They don't care.
year or the age right, You haven't mastered the case. You've compromised it. At Night applauds legitimate subject clearance and support law enforcement's efforts, said Cynthia Lee, Global Ownership Liaison and Senior Representative of Warn World, speaking on behalf of At Night Private Intelligence Agency. Our goal is
oh my God, there is no such thing. I'm so sick of this. Where's your tax ID number? Where's your tax returns? Bet you don't have any. Bet you don't have a physical office either.
Align the public narrative with Texas Roadhouse contemporaneous venue facts and corporate preservation steps, so the community sees the same big picture. Texas Roadhouse reported. Correct the year, correct the age, publish an addendum and own the error. So he kind of spanked them a little bit. Fort Worth,
oh,
Texas,
he did not.
5th,
It doesn't mean that. Do you think the FBI gives two shits about what some jailbird on parole has to say? Who has this fictitious business in his head and on a Twitter page only?
Agency respectfully requests a narrow, evidence-based clarification from the Sumner County Sheriff's Office and federal partners regarding public statements about the person in the green hoodie. Observed the evening Sebastian died at the Texas Roadhouse in Hendersonville. We support legitimate subject clearance. However, we request that the new public recap align with Texas Roadhouse contemporaneous report, which was issued December 8, 2024, and the preservation steps taken by Texas Roadhouse Support Center, which is their corporate office. This alignment will enable the community to distinguish rumor from fact and maintain focus on locating Sebastian. FBI September 4th, 2025 article states that the restaurant employees confirmed the person in the green hoodie was a frequent customer, helped identify the individual, and that law enforcement met the person reported wearing the same hoodie and confirmed they were not a suspect. According to Texas Roadhouse Hendersonville, exterior and interior video footage revealed that the individual in the green hoodie was present earlier near the vehicle than the widely circulated crossing moment. Subsequently, they entered immediately after the mother and son exited the establishment. The individual proceeded to walk around the bar and go directly to the ladies' room without making any purchases. They exited the restroom within minutes, following the same path they had entered. Texas Roadhouse identified that sequence at atypical for a busy Sunday evening, as patrons typically do not enter the establishment solely to use the restroom and depart. Texas Roadhouse further reported that the individual entered the ladies' restroom and, based on observed behavior, was likely a female. The venue-specific details inform Texas Roadhouse understanding of the scene that evening and remains relevant to any accurate reconstruction of events. Texas Roadhouse also reported...
First off, I don't believe Texas Roadhouse owners are talking to Nick. And getting involved. I really don't. This is just more bullshit. Does that airhead realize that the FBI pretty much said stop spreading misinformation? Nah, she don't care. She don't care. Because see, this is all in her head. And it's factual because it's all in her head. Because it's coming from her. Been debunked over and over again.
That on or about December 8, 2024, it called the listed case detective back within roughly 30 minutes, left a voicemail as directed, and never received a return call back. So representatives from the Texas Roadhouse had been trying to get a hold of law enforcement as late as December 8th with no contact back. Does it sound like Sumner County is turning over every rock? As a matter of fact, it sounds like they're quelching any type of help and any type of actual evidence. We've heard that in the past. We're hearing it and seeing it to this day.
Nope. Not seeing it, not hearing it. They aren't squashing evidence. They aren't doing none of that. They're doing their jobs, Betty.
As documented in the same conversation, a team
You're
member...
just mad they're not doing them the way you think, the way you want. Because remember, it's all about you.
Told Texas Roadhouse, "You're the fifth person I've heard with the same experience." While another added, he should have been their first priority. This is the place. Texas Roadhouse was additionally told phone-free, retired email box runaround. This is where people were called and said, "Are you calling for this case? Well, push this. And then it went to a lady that had retired 2 years previously. So they set up a bunk voicemail for leads. Sumner County Sheriff did. Unbelievable. Just to reach a detective's voicemail with practical takeaway that one must be very persistent. So you have to be persistent to get your lead sent to the Sumner County Sheriff. So why such a fight to provide them information that they're requesting? Texas Roadhouse response is plain. I don't have the time to play that game. I deal with people, not phone trees. Since those calls weren't returned, Dog the Bounty Hunter and his team assisted in ensuring that the big picture was properly conveyed. So they were literally squelching this information about the Texas Roadhouse. It wasn't until Dog's team got involved and took the videos before they started taking this seriously. This is how incompetent this entire police department is, and TBI for that matter, because TBI had the biggest help toward Sumner County. They were the biggest help in Sebastian Rogers' case, allegedly, and they were also involved with Summer Wells' case. So I have no real confidence that when TBI is like, oh, TBI is coming in, so what? What have they ever accomplished? I mean, they find missing people all the time. But what about the people that aren't missing? What about the people that are deceased? They have a horrible track record. Horrible track record. So people saying, "Oh my gosh, TBI is coming in." So what? When I get good results from TBI, I'll actually be happy.
No, from his job at the DOJ under Cash Patel, he's not been seen in any meeting since mid-July. He said he was going to quit. But Betty thinks, you're not allowed to leave a job for maybe a different job or just because you're burnt out, or you're not allowed to retire either.
But I haven't seen any good results from TBI. Hobo's Life gifted a Bullhorn Betty membership. If you received your Bullhorn Betty membership, don't forget to tell Hobo's Life thank you. It looks like Lori Lynn received it. So Lori Lynn, welcome to this crazy family we call the Coffee Club. I eat inside asylum. Welcome aboard. Wish I had my buttons, but I don't. So separately, the Texas Roadhouse Support Center corporate was instructed to record and preserve all pertinent footage from the date in question. At that time, Texas Roadhouse reported that it was uncertain whether local or state authorities had subpoenaed the support center for these materials. This preservation step emphasizes that a comprehensive and synchronized review of the exterior and interior angles, the earlier approach to the vehicle, the crossing moment, the immediate entry, the path to the ladies' room, and the swift exit remains crucial in resolving an outstanding uncertainty.
No, it don't remain crucial. It's been debunked. The person had nothing to do with Sebastian or Katie.
Regarding the green hoodie sequence and in preserving partial clips from influencing public perception. Current public narrative suggests that the employees identified.
No offense, Betty, but you suck at reading this. You really do. It's really working my nerves.
Customer and law enforcement subsequently located and cleared the individual. At night does not dispute that outcome. If law enforcement rightfully cleared the individual, that is beneficial for the case. However, clarification is required regarding the documented basis.
No, it's not required. They do not have to give some dude that has a Twitter page who's nothing, who's on parole. He's not even allowed to have any dealings with law enforcement. He's not a private investigator working a case. He's just another dumbass on Twitter. They're not required to tell him and his phony company anything.
Frequent customer claim and how it aligns with the Texas Roadhouse records provided above. Specifically, we requested identification of the individual who made the frequent customer.
It wouldn't matter if President Trump himself came out and said it backed up the FBI. They still wouldn't do it. It wouldn't matter. The FBI has been, yeah. I don't know what more. I don't think there is anything. I truly don't think there is. These people are fucking idiots. And this imaginary intelligence agency, in my opinion.
Identification, the date and manner in which it was made, confirmation that the investigative reviewed and logged the interior path, ladies' room exit, and no purchase, quick exit pattern. And an explanation of how Texas Roadhouse...
This is wash, rinse, repeat. Regurgitate the same thing in every paragraph. Ridiculous.
Turn calls on or about December 8th reconciled with the assertion that employees provided the pivotal customer identification. Clarification on these specific points will enhance public confidence without compromising the investigation. And I have to believe that. And this is because they've got all of this. They've spoken to the people. Okay, guys, like they've spoken to the people from this thing.
I don't believe it.
They've spoken to them.
I don't believe it because I know how we know for a fact, because it's been proven how said person likes to fake emails and stuff like that. So yeah, not buying none of it. Sorry.
And it's different from what the FBI is putting out. You guys understand that?
Amen.
It's different than what the FBI is putting out. And these come from the people inside the Texas Roadhouse that gave Dog the Bounty Hunter and At Night Private Intelligence the videos. This doesn't make sense. Something isn't right. And I don't see At Night or Dog making this stuff up, because they were the ones that pushed that green hoodie person. Like, why haven't you looked at this? It looks like something was handed off to Katie. You know, it looks like something went on there at the car right before they removed. And then we go inside and we see Katie just looking around for somebody. It appears like she's looking to see if, somebody's.
No, she wasn't looking like that. And when I'm out in a restaurant, yeah, I look around too. Sorry, I do.
Just weird stuff. Like, she was looking for somebody that should have been there. Who was that person? And then she has a conversation with somebody for almost 2 minutes out by her vehicle. And we're told that this is a normal person that comes in all the time. Yet they went straight to the bathroom and left. Now, could the place have just been that busy? What was the wait times that night? Maybe we're not asking all the questions we need to be asking. Because if the wait time was only 15 to 20 minutes, I don't see how a regular would choose not to dine there for a 10 or 15-minute wait. Or even a 20-minute wait for that matter. Pixie says, looking for the fly on the wall. Yeah. In my opinion, if there's anything at all to this green hoodie person, it's Texana. Well, she lives in Texas, hardly a regular at that restaurant. But these people are weird. All these people on these hate channels, they're messed up. They've got mommy, daddy problems, drug problems, substance abuse problems, laying their hands on their children problems.
You mean like you, Betty? You just described your life. You totally just described your whole existence. Problems with your family. Problems with drugs and alcohol. Problems with the law. Just described you, Betty.
You've got Let Me Go, state and Department of Children and Family Services. Most of these hate channels have had one or two of their children taken from them during they're not good people. Okay. I'm not getting my news. I'm not supporting a channel that likes beating on kids.
Who's had their kids taken from them, Betty? Tell me who. You're talking out your ass as usual.
Or putting them through this type of a lifestyle where they're going to end up repeating, and we're going to have to end up throwing them in jail at some point. Most of the parents, I expect these parents, these hate channels like GW, BBQ, QB, I expect all their children to end up being in jail at some point in the future.
Wow.
I do. Because
wow. There's a woman who couldn't even be around her step, not real, her step grandchildren because of hitting them, huh, Betty? Says a woman who's never been a parent. How dare you go after their parenting and say anything about their kids? You're a true piece of shit, Betty. You really are.
Parents have totally screwed their lives up. And I truly do believe that. And we're going to find drugged out kids because their parents are drugged out. We're going to have felon kids because their parents are felons. It's just a repetitive cycle. It's a repetitive cycle. And people are literally.
Is that your story? Is that why you did what you did? Is that why you turned to the streets and to drugs and alcohol and violence, Betty? Because you have quite the history of exactly what you're talking about. So just asking.
Going to their channels and supporting them financially to cause all this pain in their children's lives. And it's disgusting. And all they're doing is either booting or smoking it up.
No sound?
It's disgusting. People are like, oh no, they wouldn't do that. But hey, let's look at BJ. Oh, she's the bad guy. Yeah, okay. Let's take the glass pipe out of your mouth first, babe. How do you feel about Bobby, Chris, Katie's neighbor? If you're talking about Miss Bobby, I think she brought a lot of information. She knows a lot. She knows a lot. She knows a lot. Actually, to be honest with you, with Miss Bobby, if she is watching in the bushes or something.
Miss Bobby don't know shit. Miss Bobby was full of misinformation. She's not credible.
Knows her personally, I think she needs to reach out to the neighbors that had all those video cameras, and she needs to have them turn those over to the FBI, because it's my understanding that everybody turned those over to Sumner County, but the FBI needs them. Sumner County's not helping. Okay. So
how do you know that? How do you know the FBI doesn't have them, Betty? You don't know that. Shut your mouth. Shut your pie hole. Because you don't know. Stop interfering. Bobby didn't even know the Proudfoots, had never met them. The woman is the neighborhood busybody. I doubt many bother with her.
Our county's protecting Chris and Katie. They're friends with them. The whole county's friends with them. Their family has put millions and millions of dollars in the county's pocket. You know, I don't trust Eric Craddock. I actually am going to be making sure he does not. He's not a sheriff, and he has no idea what I'm capable of lawfully and legally. I do everything.
Oh, you just threatened him. You just threatened him. You said you're going to make sure, you're going to do everything you can to make sure he's not sheriff again. You're threatening him, Betty. Back that up. I don't know how much of this shit Craddock should have to put up with, honestly.
He's not helping. Okay. Sumner County's protecting Chris and Katie. They're friends with them. The whole county's friends with them. Their family has put millions and millions of dollars in the county's pocket. You know, I don't trust Eric Craddock. I actually am going to be making sure.
Can you prove this? Where's the millions and millions of dollars? And how and why? Where's the proof?
He does not. He's not a sheriff, and he has no idea what I'm capable of lawfully and legally. I do everything above board. When I'm coming after you, I make sure it's public because I feel it's my duty to let you know that I'm coming to unseat you. Right? I'm not putting myself in that position, but I'm going to find somebody that's going to do a better job. So I always make sure that
honey, you could never be law enforcement. You would never, ever be elected. Bet on that.
Like a fair playing field, you know, like a fair playing field. And so I always let them, even
I know, Darby.
Serbia, I let them know when I was coming after them, and they laughed at me. That was I just remember looking at them with a smile on my face. And I said,
you didn't do anything, Betty.
Thank you for that. And I remember walking away from the podium. It's all recorded. It's all in public record. You guys can go see it. I told them multiple times, I'm coming after your job. They laughed at me, tried to say.
And you got no one's job, loudmouth. Your own counsel called you out on your lies.
Somebody with your background would never be able to be a okay, baby.
Okay, baby. You underestimated this old gal.
And you've done absolutely nothing but be a fucking clown. You're no advocate. You're no activist. You're a disgusting human being who exploits victims and families, in my opinion.
Or more people like me need to be in Sumner County. And you guys need to be standing up and saying, this is not the kind of policing we want, right? And you guys need to be standing up and saying, we're coming after your job. If this is the crap we're getting out of you, we don't want it. We made a mistake when we hired you, and it's time for us to fix our mistake. The more of you guys coming together in solidarity in that community and saying that, you will be amazed about how it'll start turning around, because they know the gig's up. They know the gig's up.
The gig's
I would
up.
say Seth for sheriff,
the gig's up.
But Seth has no desire to move into the community, you know? So that's an unattainable, you know,
Seth
he's got
would
the
never get
background,
it
but he
anyway.
doesn't have the residency. So him ever becoming sheriff in Sumner County, it's not going to happen. We need to find somebody.
Yeah, you said that right.
That's there. That's not a swamp creature.
She did. She perjured herself on the stand. She sure did.
We need to start putting our support behind that person. The person can't be part of the good old boys. We need to break the stigma up, because see, this is the problem they have. They have it in their mind, if they're part of this club, that they can withstand the public. The problem is I know how to work the public, and the public will withstand any type of good old boys club.
Betty, you don't have a big following. What are you talking about? You don't do shit but cause chaos, Betty. You're not taken seriously in any political activism group, Betty.
Masses. And once you show them how much damage they're causing because of this practice, it's very easy flip for the community. It's just getting in there, showing them the problems, letting them know that they deserve better, showing that there is a better way, right? Aw, thank you, Hobo's Life. I think it might have just popped up. Actually, that's what I think. We're a little behind the ball. So Hobo's Life, there it is. Gen X Teresa, it's nice to see you. Welcome to this crazy family we call the Coffee Club, i.e. the Insane Asylum. Right? The Insane Asylum. I got one more, and I think it's the same thing I'm showing here. This was on, this was on where people were saying, so they had this interview, they put this in here, this is theirs, this is for public dissemination. You can see that they had to go through approval within at night private intelligence to get approval for the redactions and the release of this information, because it contradicts what law enforcement and the FBI statements is saying to us. You know, and it's frustrating. You know, I don't understand how TBI is not stepping up and helping Sumner County get this case back on track. They just don't care. They just don't. This is what I mean. They do, but they don't, right? They're overworked, underpaid, just like everybody else. It's, you know, Tennessee obviously isn't supporting their law enforcement, because if they were, they'd have better training than constantly arresting sober drug.
Because the blowhards like you to keep wanting the budgets cut and cut and cut and cut. Yeah. You want law enforcement to do all this, but you don't want to give them no budget to do it with. You bitched about a red light camera that could possibly prevent a couple kids from getting hit again at that crossing. You bitched about a couple dollars for that after the fact, of course.
Drivers. That right there tells me they have shit training. And that is an embarrassment. And it's widespread. It's all over the state of Tennessee. It's not just Sumner County. They have piss poor training. They have piss poor training. Every officer in that state, from the top down, needs retraining. Nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to address the problems. Not Bill Lee, not Marsha Blackburn, not the FBI, not TBI, and damn sure not the county sheriffs, because they want to keep thinking. And
I think Manatee County would even throw a party. The town clown will be gone. She starts the same shit every election season in Manatee County propaganda. She is a known liar.
Making everybody believe there's no problems in Tennessee, right? That they're doing such a great job, that they got low crime, they're tough on crime. I call BS. I'm coming after my own people here. I'm going to be, praying mantis? Because I'm gobbling my own people's heads off. Okay? Because I'm going after Bill Lee, I'm going after Senator Marsha Blackburn, and I don't give a shit if it affects me with the front row Joes or anything like that, because children are a little more important than some patch on my shirt. Okay? They get no protection by me when they're allowing this lawlessness going on, and they're literally allowing the corruption to breed. I'm not going to stand by. I don't care what side of the aisle they're on. You can kiss my red, white, and blue ass. Right? That's what I'm gonna start saying. You can kiss my red, white, and blue ass. You either start talking about the crime like President Trump is doing and his team, because they're getting it. Because we ain't voting for anybody that is not talking about our children and is not talking about our crime. And when I got two politicians that I highly respect wanting to talk about farmland and only farmland and how they're going to get the Chinese, you're missing the boat, babes, and I'm not supporting it.
Oh, don't you remember when she got that expensive camera? After she got it, she determined that she needed a $1,200 lens to be able to use the camera.
You're missing the boat, and I'm not supporting it. And we need to be that way everywhere in Tennessee. I know that I have people all over the state of Tennessee that watch me. Some people from the East Coast to the West Coast of Tennessee. Okay? I know that. This is something that's widespread throughout Tennessee. So I'm speaking to you. If you are a Tennessee, a state of Tennessee resident, we need to do better. Okay? If you're interested in how we can do better, please let me know where you're at, because we are going to be setting up small groups all over the state. And if your heart is in the right place, and I give you a path for success, you can take the reins in your community. I will always be here. We can have roundtable discussions, weekly meetings. We can do whatever we need to progress our stuff. And our stuff is law and order. Our stuff is protecting the children. And our stuff is bringing the missing children that are most likely deceased home and putting their parents.
Who's going to protect the people from you?
That have just putting their parents behind bars. Because most of them are parents or people watching them. We are no longer willing to accept this bullshit. We're no longer going to eat it like it's pie. We're fixing the problem, and it's going to be hell to pay to get it for us too, right? We're going to lose a lot. We're going to win a lot. We're going to keep fighting. It's an uphill battle. It's a lot of thankless work, but something has got to be done in the state of Tennessee. We have an opportunity for 2026, and we have an opportunity in 2028. This is our time to strike. This is our time to get the state of Tennessee fixed up. This is the time that we can tell everybody in the state of Tennessee, this Tennesseans are no longer playing. We want our children safe. And nothing, and I mean nothing, is going to stop us from succeeding on that front. But it's going to take all of us. It's going to take right, left, and in the middle to get it done. So this is why I say, don't be attacking. I know you guys don't always like what I'm saying, but we're all in the same boat. And this is the dynamic we have. Now, if this was on the other shoe and we were dealing with we'd still have to do the same thing. We'd still have to come together for the sake of our children, right? So that's what I'm hoping that we can all do here, because I'm fighting with you. And I'm saying that, you know what? Obviously, Bill Lee and Marsha Blackburn are missing the mark. I was very hopeful with Marsha. You guys know that. But now that I see, I can't unsee. She ain't the one. Okay? And so we're not going to be supporting. And she can turn this around for us. She can turn this around for us. I mean, she's not completely out. Bill Lee is out. He's been in office entirely too long, and we got this shit show. He's done. We need to get him out. But who's going to replace him? If we don't start hearing law and order, and we don't start hearing about our children, the politician that does, and I don't care which one it is, the politician that does start talking about our children and the crime in Tennessee, that's the one that's going to start getting our attention, because we have a goal. I don't care about the farmland. I know that that's, the drumbeat of this administration and stuff like that with the Chinese. I get it. I understand how important it is. But to me, there's nothing more important than our children. There's nothing more important than our babies. They take precedent over farmland. They take precedent.
No, sorry, Betty. I'm not buying any of this. This is nothing to do with missing children in Tennessee. This is all about you. This is because you got protection orders against you. You were arrested. And then the cases were reopened. So I have a feeling that they're going to be extended. That's what it's all about, Betty. It's all about you. You don't give two shits about anything else. You want revenge for yourself.
So we're not going to give up our position in the state of Tennessee for these children and victims of crime. We're going to exploit it, and we're going to apply pressure to these politicians and hold their feet to the fire until we get something out of them. And what do we want out of them? We want tougher laws. We want committees, right? We want something for Summer Wells, and we want something for Sebastian Rogers. We want task force. We want a task force designated to Summer Wells, and we want a task force designated to Sebastian Rogers. We also need.
Okay, so you want a whole task force dedicated to one child. What about the 43 other kids that are missing? They don't get anything? Wow. Be nice if they could do that for every child that was missing, Betty. It really would. It'd be awesome. Not going to happen.
In light of Layla Santinello and Holland Snap, we also need drug rehab centers in beds.
She sure is. She's using the missing kids and Sebastian. Betty at her finest.
In Sullivan County. We need a good rehab program, facilities to help people start sobering up in the state of Tennessee. We need things in Tennessee, and trust me, none of it has crap to do with a flipping farmland. These are real life people, real life citizens. Their lives are ruined, and we have to help them. And whether Chinese own farmlands or not, it's not moving the needle in this arena. So we have to make sure that our politicians in Tennessee and other states, if you're seeing the same thing that we're dealing with in Tennessee going on in your state, let me know. We can start putting in small groups in your state too, right? We can do whatever we need to do. Look, this is just a Saturday morning, and it's not even 10:30. Most people are still in bed. We have almost 400 people here. You guys know on a good day in this chat, we can get a good 2,000, 2,500 people. Can you imagine if we had a good, cool 2,000, 2,500 people out there making their politicians speak about crime, how much we need laws and changes? I think things would get done, but it takes a whole lot of us. And it takes a whole lot of us constantly applying the pressure. But the reason why we're talking about this today is because Sebastian matters. And I'm sick of being lied to. You know what? I'd rather than just not say anything than be lied to, because it creates the distrust. Aw, thank you, Hobo's Life. Hobo Life says, Marsha Blackburn's running against Bill Lee for governor. Hatfield, McCoyer, and Hendersonville looking for Sebastian. Would like to speak to Seth. I'm in Tennessee. Thank you for all you do. Oh, that's wonderful.
Sorry, guys. I had to go in and settle that dog down a little bit. Gave him a little goodie. Hopefully it'll keep him busy for a minute.
Oh, there's Sweet Misery. Hey, my love. I hope you're doing well, love. 19 months. You look gorgeous. I love seeing your little picture. Aww.
Exactly.
And kisses. So they're in there. This is what I can tell you, Hobo's Life, and this is up to them. I'm not giving them, obviously Seth's contact information, but they can do one of two things. They're more than welcome to email me their contact information. I'm not going to store it or anything like that. They'll just have to trust me on that. I've got no reason to lie. But if they want to send me, if they trust me enough to send me their contact information, I'm happy to make sure that Seth gets it.
Don't, the way you dogs people? Hell no.
I can't make sure that Seth calls them, but I can definitely, but I know if anybody's out there to help, he's going to speak to them, because his common goal is to find his son. And if somebody's out there looking for his son, he's willing to speak to them. I know that. So that's all I can offer. For, if somebody's out there and would like to see, I'm sure just by having this up, Seth, if he's not watching live right now, he'll be doing a replay and he will see this. So there is that. But if they want to make sure that their information, I can definitely promise, I have their contact information. Please get their information, please get their permission before you send it to me. Okay. And explain to them that, I don't want it for myself. I'm not storing it in any way, and I'll delete it. But if they would like to it over to Seth, I will make sure it gets in his hand. That's what I can give you my word for that. But I would like, you getting their permission before you send it to me. But once they give you permission, I will make sure he gets it in his hand. So, and thank you for putting Sebastian out there. I do appreciate whatever. If you're out there, Hobo's Life, bless you for that. If they're out there, bless them for that. I pray to God. You know what? I'm sorry, but my go-to, and I'm going to say it just like this. I believe Sebastian probably has been moved multiple times since this situation, but I've always wanted to know behind the Enoch property. There's that big vast land, wooded area, big, huge, it looks like maybe like a septic type of system, maybe for their community. The sewage treatment center is back there. But that's awfully convenient and awfully close. And trust me, somebody in construction would know exactly how to get into something like that, because I'm from construction and I know how to get into something like that. It's something I identified early on in the case as a place that I wanted to search. But you know what? The Proudfoots and the Bowerstocks lied under oath to prevent me from searching for their child. And we all know that they don't want their child found. They want everybody to go.
They didn't lie, but you got caught lying by the judge, didn't you, Betty?
Away. They want to act like they're the victims, but don't really want to do anything. Thank you. I support the fight for justice for these children. Keep fighting, Betty. Thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, we will. We are going to. We got no choice. You know, let's face it. Every time we cover these cases, it destroys us, right? A little piece of humanity is robbed of each person watching it, because we get so much angry. We get so angry.
Exactly. When people wanted to look, Green Team was sending out cease and desist.
At humanity at times, because we're covering all this day, and I don't know about you, but I don't, this.
She's a jack of all trades. She also said she's a videographer and a video journalist.
Have a cooking show, I'd rather have a cooking show and talk about, cold cases. Honestly, let's be honest. Do we have a troll? Where's my troll video?
Then do it.
Did I accidentally lose my troll video? Hold on, we'll have to add it. Hold on. Video, device capture, VCL source. Hold on, I gotta figure out where. Browser, I think it's video source. Nope, it can't be, because I got no. What is that? Oh, let me read what I got here. Media source. That's what it is. That's what it is. I didn't have Whack-A-Troll in Sebastian's. There we go. About that. Guys, nice to see you. Yes, I am glowing because I've actually had some sleep. I'm going makeup free today. Just saying, not plan. But you guys would love to see my beautiful eyes. I'm so arrogant. She conceited or what? All right, guys, we played it out. So there's some information. You guys are gonna have to take what you believe, but we have got to do something. And I'm so sick and tired of hearing our politicians talk about farmland. If I hear farmland one more time out of the state of Tennessee, I think
yes,
we need
he
a
did, Lisa.
Asylum. I really am, because I'm like, you guys are missing the freaking boat. What's wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? What is stinking wrong with you people? Gorgeous. Thank you guys. Thank you. You guys are too. You guys are too. But Delilah has been she's been really weird. Oh my gosh, she tried to jump on my mom. Like she hit my mom.
Oh my God, it's probably Hatfields and McCoys who are pissed off that Katie won't talk to them. Now they are trying to talk to Seth. They have already been driving past Katie's house. Wow. That's messed up. I'm
showing her like, no! She knows something's going on, but she just wants to, Delilah wants to help. Well, help. And I'm like, but I'm so scared. Like, I think my mom's like China or something. I feel like one little wrong move, she's going to get a chip. Like, I want to, is it too much? Like, I want to put my mom in a bubble. Okay, you remember Bubble Boy? You guys remember Bubble Boy? That stupid movie, Bubble Boy? Like, I want my mommy in a bubble. Then I'll feel comfortable. Then I'll feel, Queen of Hypes. Yeah. Sometimes, little orange man. Sometimes I'm a good daughter. Sometimes a good daughter. I just want to take care of my mom. That's all. I just want to make sure she's taken care of. And I have had an amazing menu this week. And I made the chicken soup yesterday, and because I'm making a big pot of beef stew today, so I went ahead and took the chicken, because we're having a lot of chicken this week. I've got chicken sandwiches, grilled chicken salad, and chicken salad sandwiches. It's a lot of chicken. So I went ahead and put the soup away. And so today's chicken sandwiches and beef stew. I've already cut up the beef stew meat and everything like that. It's been marinating, so I'm kind of excited about the food for today. And come tomorrow, that's when the real work starts beginning, because it's been 72 hours after Mom's had the surgery, and she's got to start doing some exercises with her, light exercises, just like shoulder work. In most case, I can, but you're gonna have to bring it, send some information to me, because I'm not gonna remember it by the time I close this out. So you can send me an email with some preliminary stuff, and I can showcase it right now. My caseload is pretty full, because several of our cases still haven't closed out yet. So we still have Austin Drummond. We still have Travis Decker.
Yeah, they've created a whole chaotic shit show that now nobody wants to get involved.
With Jack and Lily Sullivan. We're dealing with Andrew James McGann, the Devil's Den guy. We've got, Sebastian Rogers' case. So me being able to take a deep dive into any case right now, even Devil and Tate, has been very, very difficult. So we've been trying to piecemeal it, but I'm happy if you can give me some of those things, we can do like 5 minutes about, of a show every morning and showcase these people, so people can have some type of information on where they are. We literally have people from all over the country and all over the world that come into our chat. So, we may not be able to take a deep
Betty, so does everybody on YouTube. You're not special.
Dive into it right now, like we are with Sebastian's case, but we can definitely advocate for it.
What case? Allegedly, a teenager ran away. That's all we know. That's all there is. There's been nothing new. except the made up shit you people put out.
If you like, the Real Me Too just put my email address right there. So if you guys would like to send me that stuff,
yeah,
I'm
that
happy
might
to
make
do
her
it.
back
Most
at
of the
the
time, how I
hospital.
do it is all the emails. I haven't been able. Like Lisa sent me a whole bunch of screenshots from a show that they were doing where Dog was actually writing in, and those have been brought up here, and I'll read those to you. I didn't want to dox her, so I wasn't planning ever putting this up. But these are some of the statements made, and I don't know whose show it was on, but it's from Dog the Bounty Hunter. It says Katie's mom is the only one who hasn't called back. Her and Chris Carr. So it sounds like, Dog's team has been trying to get a hold of these people and ask them questions. So that Chris guy, the officer that lives behind him, again, good old boys club. Chris Carr, you don't want to play with Bullhorn Betty. You don't want to play with Dog the Bounty Hunter. We will ruin whatever retirement you have. Please speak up.
Oh, quit threatening people. That was another threat. Dog the Bounty Hunter ain't going to do shit. He is not involved in this. You people use his name. That's it. He's washed up. Stop. And Betty, what the fuck are you going to do? You're going to end up getting sued yet again and get another protection order put against you. Keep going. You just threatened this man.
Because we're going to be diving in soon. We're going to be diving in soon. And once I start moving into Tennessee, I'm going to start asking for
Yeah,
record
she's
requests.
at her
You are a law
mom's.
enforcement officer. I'm going to start pulling all your files. Just cooperate. Cooperate with law enforcement. Cooperate with the FBI. But I find it awfully.
Wow, you're threatening to pull out all his pull spot. Go for it, bitch. Keep doing it, Betty. The last thing you're going to do is move to Tennessee, but you may be a resident in one of their jails. Just saying. Keep it up.
Weird that they're the ones that hold the cameras for their backyard and they're not speaking to anybody. If Chris Carr has any type of cameras, I'm going to ask him to turn it over to the FBI. If he doesn't
She
want to turn it over
hasn't talked about that, Camry, in a while because nobody was biting. Nobody was going to show up. She wanted all this stuff, and yeah. Exactly, K-Man.
FBI, then
Baba,
he's trying to hide some information for the benefit of Chris and
stop.
Katie, and I'm going to say it just like that.
Oh my
There's going to be no
gosh,
mistake
this
of what we're going to be. I'm going to be
dog.
working with law enforcement. When I come into that state or into that community, I don't really care what law enforcement says, but I'm still going to let them know what's going on so they can stay safe and I can stay safe. And I just want to remind them I have civil and constitutional rights in that county. And if you ever violate them again, not only will I file an immediate injunction against you, if you put one freaking hand on me when I'm not violating the law, I'm going to put whatever officer down. Okay? Take it for what you want. You have no business putting your flippin', dirty, grummy hands on Bullhorn Betty when I'm not breaking the law. Don't touch me again. Don't touch me again.
They are law enforcement. They're allowed to touch you, Betty. They're allowed to put you under arrest for violating protection orders. Betty. Wow.
You have no business to touch me. You need me to go somewhere? I'm happy to go. You ask nicely. But you do not put your hands on me when I'm not breaking the law, because the only person harassing and assaulting anybody would be that officer. And I'm not going to be assaulted by your officers ever again. I will file.
You were never assaulted by any officer, Betty. They actually handled you with kid gloves the day you got arrested. You were not assaulted, you lying piece of shit.
Protective order against law enforcement if I have to, but don't think that whatever is not in my my realm. Do not put your hands on me when I come into that county. I come in lawfully and legally as you.
Then don't break the law in that county, Betty. You are not lawful. You are as far from it.
Well aware now. Take it for what you will. The mayor was in Katie's kitchen. The mayor was in Katie's kitchen. That's coming from Dog's team. So why is the mayor in this kitchen with Katie Proudfoot? Andy Gilley owns the festival and directs parks. So why in the world are Chris and Katie affiliated and associated with Andy Gilley for this event? Seems very corrupt to me.
Maybe because it's an event. I don't know. I don't believe there's any connection, but whatever. You're going to lie. They're lying. You always lie. They lie all the time. I can't believe anything that any of these people say, especially Dog or Nick. Dog can't even get the names right.
Seems like a lot of people know people. Why'd the cops beg me to put Green Hoodie out?
Yeah, exactly, Camry. They bent over backwards for her. Even pulled over to let her hit her vape. Bubba, stop. You were just out. Stop. Dude, you cannot cry again tonight like this. Come on. Oh.
Blast me after? So it sounds like law enforcement asked Dog's team to put the green hoodie stuff out.
Yeah,
I've
I
never had
guess.
cops trick me until now. Wow. I'm going to release the text with the cops to show them how important communication is. Carter said, I can't find the lady bra. I don't see why Dog would be lying about this stuff. I know you guys aren't seeing it on your screen, but it's because I don't want to dox people. The other one was from Hindsight. It says, at Lady, allegedly, their conversation with Green Hoodie was on body camera, but they never showed Seth the face. Seth wants to know who the lady was that was talking to his ex-wife, and they will not show him. So people can do whatever they
I'm not believing any of this. Yeah, I've tried that, Kenna. No, I've tried that. He sleeps in bed with me, and I don't. I've tried just about everything.
need to do, but I'm going to be going into Sumner County. There's no mistake of that. It's not like we're sneaking in. I'm not playing those games. I'm not playing with Sumner County. I'm not playing with Sheriff Snuggle Struggle. I'm coming from a place of strength. I'm coming from a place that knows my rights, and I'm coming from a place, you mess with me, you're going to be paying the ultimate consequences, not me.
Well,
because
I guess I shouldn't say bed. He sleeps, well, the couch. He climbs up there and cuddles up, but he'll go in and lay in the bed by himself on Frank's side. I don't go in there unless I have to.
now got attorneys in the state of Tennessee that are willing to act like that. And if I need to put injunctions or protective orders against law enforcement, I plan on doing just that. You will not touch me again. I will tell you that right now. You will not touch me again. And if you touch me next time, we're going to be taking taxpayer funds, because I will definitely sue Sumner County.
Okay, Bobbies. Okay.
And I'm going to go after them for as much as I possibly can.
Come on,
and you know
buddy.
who's going to ultimately be paying Bullhorn Betty's bill? The taxpayers of Sumner County.
Come
and when
here,
you get sick
baby.
and tired of paying Bullhorn Betty's money, then maybe you'll fire the politicians that put you out like that.
Come
But
here,
don't mince my words.
It's
I'm not coming in
okay.
there for a pissing contest
It's
with law
okay,
enforcement. But you step on my toes again, you violate my rights, my civil rights, and my constitutional rights. You don't know what you're about to kick over, but you will kick over a beehive, and I promise you, it's gonna sting.
Wow.
You hear that, Sumner County? I promise you, it will sting. I'm not playing.
Wow.
So there you guys have it. We are going to be back into Sumner County. We're going to be back into Sumner County in 2026. We are planning on.
Holy shit. She really thinks she's something. She really thinks that she can just keep threatening all these people and threatening their jobs, threatening their retirements, threatening their whole lives. What the? How much do these people have to put up with from her? There has to be a line that, and she's crossed that. This is insane. Insane. I don't know. Okay, Bubbies, lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Down. Yeah, you're not going to listen to me.
I'll go out there sooner if I need to. We do plan on having on a 2-year anniversary. There is our milestone. We don't call these things anniversary. That sounds like it's a good thing when it's not. We're going to be back there for the 2-year. So you guys already know. If you guys, we need to go big or go home. We were going to do this at the governor's mansion. I'm not interested in that anymore. I'm interested.
Oh, she's not interested in the governor's mansion anymore. That's not big enough for her. She wants to go bigger. She's going to take over Sumner County law enforcement and government. The Bullhorn superhero is on the way. She was doing the same thing in Manatee County for 11 years now. She is laughed out. Yeah, she is. I watched the meetings. Yeah. She's definitely a clown. Oh my God, she is so self-important. She doesn't scare anyone. No. This woman is fucking... I mean, this is beyond delusional. She really thinks that she can just control all of this and take these people's careers. I don't know. I hope we'll see.
in, since the feds won't take this case over, I'm interested in forcing Sumner County's hand. We're going to line the streets up for the 2-year milestone. If
Oh
you guys
my
want
God.
signs,
Me and the kids gave the dog a shower. He loves showers. You can't have the shower stall door open because he'll just walk right in. You never ever leave it open even for a minute because he'll know and he'll come flying in there. But it's wild how he knows. But oh my God, he was soaked. It took forever to rinse him, but they had fun.
whatever, you guys got plenty of time to save the money, take off work. There's no reason why we should not have 200 to 300 people out on that road. There's no reason why it's September. So we have October, November, December, and January. You got 4 months to figure out what you guys are going to do. 4 months. There's no excuse why we can't have you can go ahead and request the time off today. Take several days. And you guys got plenty of time to put $20 or $30 aside every week up until that point to pay for your trip. If you guys want to, we can set up maybe a website where we can get people, women and women together, and maybe you guys can rent a hotel and split the cost, right? You can typically get 2 queens in a room for like $100. It's $50 a night. That's a steal of a deal. That's a steal of a deal. So if you guys know somebody, whatever, we're going in. Okay, we're going in. We're going in unafraid. We're going to raise our voices. We're going to put it all out there. We're going to talk to the community. We're not going to rely on the mainstream media. We're going to make sure we have signs of where they can tune into to hear our message. We're going to make sure the entire community knows what is going on and how corrupt their county is. I told them not to play with me.
Again, what proof? What actual physical proof do you have? Where's the corruption? Show us the actual proof. Not just because you're pissed because you got protection orders and you got arrested. It's not about you, Betty. If it's really that bad there, it's about all the people that live there. All the people that it's hurting. Nothing to do with you. It's not about you.
You wanted to play with me. Now we play nice for a year. They push things off as long as they can. Well, now it's time to pay the piper. Okay? Now it's time to pay the piper. We're coming in. So Sumner County, we're coming in. You don't want to do the job? We're coming in.
Can you even get a hotel for $50 a night? Yeah, that's why we gave him a bath today. That's something my husband always just took him in the shower with him. Every night they went for their little long walk when he got home from work. That's why he's crying. They were buddies. They were buddies.
We're not going to be afraid. We will follow your laws, but do not mess with me again. You keep your fucking hands off me. All right, guys, rock it out with your rock it out with. Sorry, I'm a little antsy today. Rock it out with your coffee beans out. Don't forget to be fearless. If you see something, say something. An ounce of.
Oh, Betty. Betty. I honestly don't know how much more these people need to take from you. I really don't. I really don't. Oh, no, I don't want to stay there. I can imagine what they're like. I've seen some of the places Betty stays in. Yeah, really, just get like a Airbnb or something, But now she went from wanting 100 people and got no response for the governor's protest. Now she wants 200 people, and my guess is she's trying to talk Seth and all that. If they do this together, it's going to be nothing but a whole freaking shit show. And I wouldn't be surprised if someone doesn't end up in handcuffs. Because Betty's going to show her ass. I don't know. She's fucking ridiculous. I can't believe she really thinks she's that important. And she thinks she can just keep threatening people's jobs and people's retirements and their homes and everything else. Wow. Exactly, Shavy. Wow. We just got to misspell cursey words. That's all. YouTube doesn't like it. She had a meet and greet in PA and one person showed up. Yep, that's true. She went to PA when she said she had to go to Pennsylvania. Yeah, one person. I honestly was surprised that one even showed up, to be honest. And I think it's only because I lived right there. But, she was alluding to the fact, she was trying to allude to the fact that, she was there because of Nick and them. But I don't believe they ever even met up with her. Just my opinion. Oh no. Dallas is gonna have a meltdown. His rap just it is out of air. So that means there's a hole in it somewhere. Right. Because yeah, it's totally flat. It wasn't a couple hours ago. Oh well. I just replaced their wraps a couple weeks ago. I just got these cheap. But yeah, looks like that's why I don't like ordering that stuff. I like to see it because it may look nice in the picture, but then when you get it home, it's this cheap, flimsy stuff, which I have a very rough boy. He is all about roughness, He's hard on stuff. I kind of figured all the times he was jumping and rolling off that it just by how flimsy they were. I should have just put him back in the package and sent him back, but they wanted to play, so whatever. Nick wouldn't call because he owes her money. Yeah, she probably never got that $400. Bet she got their info too. Bet they regretted it. I wouldn't give Betty my info. And I had seen something. Actually, it was today, and I finished it today. I've seen it last night about this Hatfield and McCoy stuff. Yeah, they're coming out the woodwork now. Now they want a slice of the pie. A little late to the game, don't you think? Telling you, I'm gonna just make total slice of the pie thumbnails because all these people now are coming out the woodwork, and all of it wanting slices of the pie. Everybody wants a piece of that pie. You got everybody coming in being the moral police with Brittany J. You've got these new people coming out now wanting to go with the Proudfoots because the Proudfoots won't talk to them, which I don't blame them. I wouldn't talk to them either. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. And I think the E's are very problematic. Again, my opinion. I think they put out some stuff. I don't know. I don't agree with their crap either. So I think they have no problem spreading misinformation. And I don't think they help anything except their wallets. I mean, you even got to see Laura perplexed. Well, she's always, tried to ride the Queen Bee hate wagon. It just never took off for her. But now she's trying to ride the QB and Queen hate trains and throwing a little bit of Britney in there. 1 minute, she'll support Britney and then she'll turn around and say, but I can't stand that. And this is why she's doing this wrong. And, yeah. And she all worried about how much money everybody makes. Laura, you ain't got to, I know you won't worry about my little tiny channel, but girl, it'd blow your socks off to find out. I don't hide it. I don't lie about it. I don't hide it. I made a whopping $107 so far this month. A whole whopping 107, Laura. Bet you won't talk about that, though, huh? Yeah, it's none of your business what anybody makes, to be honest. The only reason why Brittany is razzed about it is because of how she does it with the fake, phony manipulation and the forever victimhood. But I tell her every time I review her, go girl, make that money. It's the way she does it. It's the exploiting. It's the begging. It's the manipulation. Yeah, she was running her chopper like no other. I was like, oh, she wants some attention from Chloe and Queen. That's what it is. You know, she'll slide in her comments. Well, see, Clue's taking over. Clue's taking the views. Clue's making more money. You know, just to try to to stir some shit up. It's like she wants their attention so bad it's pathetic. Don't trust them. Don't trust them. I don't trust anybody anymore. I've learned a lot. Ooh. I think that's why she let Ellie up. She wanted info on QV. Exactly. She thought she was going to get a bunch of dirt. She sure did. Yes, she did. If a kid had a bellyache, would you keep giving the kid candy? No. Guess who everyone should be worried about? Those kids. It's just things are just crazy on these streets, and I just wanted. I know I put Brittany in the description, and I'm going to take it out. I did talk about it a little bit, but I didn't show anything. I just wanted a break from it, you know? And I don't know. I figured everybody could enjoy some Bullhorn. The Blood Moon Sunday night? Definitely. My daughter loves that stuff, man. She is such a smart cookie. She is truly a sponge. She will ask 50 million questions, and some of them are pretty. What the hell is that? Is that a turkey? They're up in the trees at night. They're never down walking around. I don't know what the hell that was. But anyway, I can't do the Britney shit. I've never watched her ever, not once. Don't care if she's sleeping on her lives. Don't care what she's doing. I started reviewing her because of the shit they were pulling in the Sebastian Rogers case. That's what got me reviewing Britney. And I just wanted a break from it. I'm not saying I won't review her again. It's just tonight I just didn't want to. Oh, thank you, Beer Can. Thank you for the PayPal. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Betty needs some attention. Betty is spiraling. This is what Betty does. Betty's not getting no attention. And it's gonna. And this is. I've reviewed her since I started YouTube. I know how Betty functions, and this is what Betty does. And she's gonna keep escalating it, and then she's gonna blow, and it's gonna be one hell of an epic live, and we're all gonna have some laughs. But she's gonna blow. It's what Betty does. She's not getting the attention. And Betty doesn't care if it's bad or good. She just wants the attention. So it's going to keep escalating with her. Plus, there's a lot of, I believe there's court dates and stuff coming on. Yeah, I don't live in the country, but it's Florida. I mean, I guess, it's called the suburbs. I mean, I guess you could say. It's not country anyway. But yeah, we have wild turkeys, we have boar, wild pigs, deer, gators, lots of snakes. I've had a bobcat, I've had a bobcat coming through the yard. I've had a couple bears. Yeah, and crabs and yeah. Anyway, lots of turtles. Wow, there used to be lots of turtles. When I moved here 20 years ago, over half these, I'd say 60% of these houses weren't here. But the more they build, the less you see the turtles. A lot of them buried when they clear the lots and shit. Yep, same playbook. Yep. Yeah, turkeys sleep in the trees at night. As soon as it gets dark, you can watch them. I used to have a flock of 25 that used to come here. I'm not kidding you. Back in the day, it might even still be on my channel. But I would feed them. Some of them would come right up to me and eat. But you could watch them. As soon as it starts to get dark, they go up into the trees. And in the last 2-3 years, it's not been good for. I've seen a handful. When at one point I was seeing, like I said, 20 to 25 every day. Now I can go a couple days without seeing any. I don't know if they've moved on or if they've been hunted them, but wild turkey's no good. It didn't, no. Especially what they eat down here. Nope. I don't know. It's wild. They keep building. Everything keeps disappearing. I wanted that baby pig, though. It was so little. And it was running through the yard. It was running fast, too. And it was so little. My husband's like, no, we're not. You're not. Leave it. Because mama's not too far behind. And mama will kill you for that baby. And let me tell you what. I've seen some of the wild boar. I used to have this little car. It was just a little car. Some of them things were as big as my freaking car. And they'd be strutting across the highway 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and stop right dead in front of your car. You're going to get hurt. You hit them things. They're solid. They're huge. Well, a little while later, there was Mama. Mama was freaking big. Horns and all sticking out. Hell no. I'm glad I didn't do nothing because she'd have came at me. But man, I wanted that baby. It was so little and so cute. They died before Thanksgiving. Yeah. Well, you can't hunt here, so where I live, I hope nobody better anyway. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Because I got like friendly with them, man. I fed them and they had names and yeah. Be wild, you'd walk out my backyard and there'd be 25 freaking turkey laying under a tree. Getting some shade. Oh shit, I forgot to turn the pool off. I took it off the timer because I'm trying to learn the pool maintenance. I've never done the pool maintenance. My husband took care of all that kind of stuff. But we've been getting rain and you have to put stuff in it so it don't turn. And I'm trying to learn all this. And Jesus. Hey, I finally figured out where to put the tablet at. Now I just got to figure out how to get it off. Get the lid off so I can put the tablet in it and then put it back in. I'll figure it out. There's videos for everything. But so I was working on the pool a little bit after the kids went swimming, and yeah. A lot to do. Ours had 1 foot still, was able to go up on the second floor deck rail and perched one night. Oh, they go wherever high. They will perch on the deck. Yeah. But there's a lot of predators here, especially with the snakes. We have one thing I can't. But we do have a lot of snakes. Shady Turkey sounds like Betty. When I lived on the right in the river near us, we would have a manatee calf. Oh, that would be awesome. My friends feed turkeys and they actually bang at their door. Yeah, I used to have a turtle that did that. He'd knock on the door on the screen door. He'd hit it with his head, let me know he was out here and wanted his food. Yeah, since the last lot they cleared over there, which I tried to tell them, there was turtles there. There's been turtles there since I've lived here 20 years. Yeah, they didn't check. They're supposed to check. They didn't. And I haven't seen them since. And the ones that have been checked by contractors that actually do their job, they're marked on their shells with red paint. So he had already been checked. So he was already aware because they were already aware because he had red paint. No gopher turtles. I don't see him as often as I used to. I mean, I'd go out every morning and there'd be one in my freaking driveway. I was okay with that. I was even okay with the baby alligator because it was just a tiny baby. It was just a little baby. But I wasn't okay with the bigger one. I'm glad that never happened again. I was not okay with the bigger one. I didn't mind the little baby. But yeah. No, just a regular land turtle. Kind of scared the fuck out of me. Yeah, I don't like walking the dog at night. After a certain time, it's just, this neighborhood's very quiet. And we don't have any problems here, at least not that I'm aware of. But, it's just the idea, 11, 12 o'clock at night, this dog decides he wants to go out. I don't like it. But he needs to exercise because of what he's got going on. So he's going to be 14. He is 14. Wait, yeah, he is 14 now. And he's not healthy. So just going to keep him happy and comfortable as long as I can. There's going to come a time here, we knew it was coming. We've already had the discussions with the veterinarian and stuff, and yeah. As long as he's okay, we're good, But a baby alligator, yeah, they are cute. But they get big. And they'll eat you. They'll eat your animals. That's why one eye had to be taken out of the canal, because that lady over there was shooting all the squirrels and feeding one eye. Well, one eye started coming up to her door, coming up out of the canal, up to her yard, to her door. Wow. She didn't have any squirrels to feed him, so he snatched a dog. It was sad because one eye had been in there forever. He was a big gator. He was a big gator. He only had one eye. That's why we called him One Eye. He'd been in that canal for years. Everybody was so pissed off at her because everybody kept telling her, stop it. You're going to, they're going to come take him. Well, they did. She's the same one that used to put bushels of apples right on the corner. So all the deer would be standing right near the road. Why? Take a chance of them getting hit. When you could have put the apples 10 feet, 10 steps into the wooded lot because it was an empty lot and it hadn't been cleared yet. No, you put them right on the corner around the stop sign. You freaking idiot. My cat Mookie is now 15 and getting a bit slow, but now loves to travel in my car. Aw, that's cool. Yeah, I used to piss us off. She don't live here no more, thankfully. She did get in trouble for that, though, with the city because it was a nuisance. Oh, that could happen too. I didn't even think about that. It's quite possible. You don't feed a gator ever. I mean, I feed everything, but I have to draw the line there. I'm not feeding that. No. Heck, even my squirrels are gone. I had 4 faithfully for years and lived in this yard. Now there's only one that comes around once in a while. But when I was sick and stuff, they weren't. You don't feed them for a few days, they move on. I had a man arrested on Bradenton Beach for lighting small firecrackers and blowing. Oh, that's so gross. Good. I hope they threw the book at his ass too. Yeah. Oh, One Eye's been gone. They had to come take him. They had wildlife had somebody come get him out of the canal. Good. They should have been. Beer can. They should have been. Someone should do it to them. That shit pisses me off. I can't hurt animals and I can't hurt children and I have no patience for people that do. Nope. Oh, we finally quieted down. Yep, it's almost 12 o'clock. That's why. It's the same thing every night. Like clockwork. That I am so glad they got arrested and charged. See, that's when my big mouth would run. I couldn't stand by and watch something like that. Hell no. Take that firecracker and shove it, where. Tell me how it feels. That's so gross. Ugh. I hate snakes. I despise palmetto bugs. They terrify me. I tell you all the time. But I don't care if you smash palmetto bugs. But do I want to see a snake tortured? No. That would even bother me. Not a palmetto bug. I don't care what you do to them. But I don't know. Would I kill a snake? Absolutely. But do they deserve to be tortured? No. And I'd only kill it if it's poisonous. Other than that, I'm not going to kill it. Let it go. If it's harmless, let it go. You want an iguana? Oh, Freddie, we have an island down here. City Island. And there's a bunch of iguanas on the island. Some of them are natural, and some were because people got them and couldn't take care of them, and they ended up, Anyway, it started a whole island full of them. This little, they call it an island anyway. But what's wild is when it freezes down here, them suckers drop out the trees. They go into like a homeostasis because of the cold. It's like they're asleep. And they fall out the trees if it gets too cold. It's wild as hell. But there's all kind of iguanas down there. Some big ass ones too. Marathon, yeah, it is. We have a bunch of little geckos. My cat thinks they're his play toys. And frogs. Tree frogs, yep. And the kids think my daughter thinks she's rescuing every lizard and every frog that gets in here. It's a whole thing. A palmetto bug, imagine a cockroach shot up with 1,000 times the steroid that's a hormone growth. They are fucking huge and they fly. They are nasty. Ugh. I hate them things. I'm terrified of them things. The mosquitoes are on steroids. They're freaking huge. Your son played with tree frogs when he was a kid until I told him they will pee on you. We have frogs and toads all over. And we have little tiny black scorpions. They're not poisonous. They can make you feel like a little fever, or they can make your pet feel like a little fever or something like that. But yeah, they're not like life-threatening or nothing. I've killed only a couple in 20 years. I think I've seen 3. Too much building going on. It's pretty much chased all that shit away. Big ass land crabs that are as big as dinner plates. You don't see them anymore. Too much building. When I first moved up here, my goddaughters, could be out riding their bikes. I'd have them outside. We could be out there for hours. They'd have to move once in a great while, for a car. Now, you take the kids out, and it's like every 2 seconds. It's just not even, it's crazy. That's why I've been trying to get stuff for the backyard and just keep them back here because it's just too crazy. There's just way too much traffic now. And it's no fun to ride your bike when you got to stop everywhere. And I'm not kidding. They don't get to ride far. They'll get to the next driveway before they have to get off the road because there's another car. It's just crazy. Like I said, none of these houses around me were here. Let's see. The one across the street was finished a year after I moved here. The one beside me was finished a year after I moved here. And those 3 weren't even here. 4 weren't even here. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, grasshopper are on steroids down here. And oh my God, they're huge. Ooh, they do, Darby? Ooh. They pick up one. I thought one of those lizards was a stuffed animal that someone dropped. I opened my car door and it hissed at me, freaked me out. We saw one as big as 4 foot long. I believe it. I believe it. There's some big iguanas down there. See, I didn't know about the palmetto bugs. Had I, that may have played a factor on whether I moved here. Because I can't, man. Why do you, I have a dishwasher. I've used it 5 times since it was installed, since my husband put the new one in a couple of years ago. I opened the door once and there was a palmetto bug in there. I know he killed it because I seen the body. I know it was dead. I still won't use the dishwasher. If I'd open that door and there'd be one there, it'd be all over with. I guess it came up through the drain. I don't know. I don't know how the fuck it got in there. Them things are sealed. The only way it could have is the drain. But, no, I can't. Yeah, exactly. They are cockroaches on steroids. And I'm talking mega steroids. And they fly. One time, there was 2 flying that got inside the screened-in room, the patio, and it was bouncing off the wall. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I'm yelling for Moose. I'm like, Moose, come here. Here it was 2 palmetto bugs doing the dirty, if you get my meaning. Yeah. Needless to say, they got smashed. Yeah. Why has geckos that come into the houses? Yeah, we have tons of geckos here. Yeah, they get in the house. My cat thinks they're his play toys. She'll offer them a strip. She'd have to get a really big one. They're nasty. I can't. Ugh. You never saw one before? Well, the little one likes to torture the ants. She likes to torture any bug, but especially the ants. Yeah, and then they bite her, and then she cries because she got a bite. But then she goes back to torturing the ants. And she lets them crawl on her so she can torture them. Yeah. They didn't get the chip, the little piece of chip. Yeah, I had to ruin their day. It ended up being 3 trying to take it in 3 different directions, so I just smashed them and ended their misery. But no matter what I put out here, or how many of those ant steaks are in that drain, the ants still come in. Even if it's just a couple, that little one manages to find them. Yep, and she tortures them. I'm like, she just tears them apart. Not afraid of them at all. But she gets bit. And she goes right back at it. Kids are crazy. My Mookie loved to catch lizards. Haven't seen unusual critters in my new home. How are you settling in, Beer Can? How's everything going for you? Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind the geckos. I actually kind of, man, some of them are so tiny, and my kids are all about saving them when they come in the back. I'm like, guys, as soon as you put it out the door, it's going to come right back in. They can get out just as easy as they can get in. They come in here to play, and then they leave. But they're afraid the cat's going to get them, so they're always running around trying to save all the geckos. I like to watch them change colors. Yeah, my Duke does. Sir Duke, he really thinks they're his personal private play toys. And you'd think after all these years, they'd get it and stay out. The hell no. But he don't go after nothing else. Just the lizards. He's not messing. He'll ignore a palmetto bug or a big spider. He could care less. And now he'll go after a snake. In fact, there was a dead baby snake on the patio deck that must have come in while he was out here the other night. It was just a little one. It was really little. But yeah, and he got it. But usually I don't get too many snakes because I have that stuff put out there because of that poisonous one we had in the pool a couple years ago. Yeah, I didn't know it was poisonous, and here's me with a 10-foot pole stick trying to get this snake out of my pole and outside because I've got the kids here. My goddaughters were young. They filmed it, by the way. They recorded it on their tablet. Yeah. And thought it was funny that their Aunt Kathy was hysterically trying to get rid of a poisonous snake that I didn't know was poisonous at the time. And I was terrified. And I truly had a 10-foot stick in my hand. Yeah, I really, truly did. Yeah, that was hysterical. They thought it was funny. Good night, JB. Thanks for coming in and hanging with us. Yeah, I'm going to end it. Sir Duke, you need 72 hours. Yeah, he needs something. He's finally settling down at night. Yeah, he's finally settled down too. I hope he stays that way. I need more than an hour or two sleep. It is starting to play on me. I haven't slept more than an hour or two in 3 weeks. Without waking up over and over. But I need some rest. Next week's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. But I got to do it. So, it's all right, Freddie. Sorry, I don't mean to get all. There's just a lot going on. I didn't see it, Freddie. I'll check again, though. You're having your surgery on Tuesday? Oh, well, I want to know how it goes. So as soon as you're up to it, please let me know how it goes, Darby. I'm sending you prayers, prayers, and prayers. Good night, Ken. I know. I'll give you a call. I haven't been doing much of that either. I'm staying probably too shut off. I've just been disappointed by several people. You just see who people's true colors. Yeah. I've just been, not really. But yes, please let me know. And you got this. You got this, Darby. Oh, thank you, Kenneth. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I'm gonna end it, guys. I am tired. I'm hoping to get some sleep tonight. I think I might take a melatonin. I don't know. I don't know if it'll help, but it's harmless, so yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for hanging with me so long, and thank you for giving me my goal. I greatly appreciate that. It is so cool to get one. Thank you for the gift of memberships. That means all the world. Yeah, please don't forget to do all that YouTube stuff. See, I forget to say it. Hit the thumbs up, the subscribe, the share, the whole YouTube thing, the memberships, everything. I forgot to say that this whole live. Okay, little C. Thank you. YouTube again. And Darby, you hang in there. We're all going to be with you. But yeah, I don't know. I might come on tomorrow. It depends on how the day goes. want to try to do something with the kids. Maybe just get them out of the house for a little bit and I don't know, do something with them. I think they need a break. They need some fun, some laughs. Thank you, buddy. So, but I'll probably pop on sometime tomorrow. I don't know when. After next week, I'll be able to do some type of schedule. More, you know, I think. I don't. I'll try. I'm trying to. Yeah. But everybody, thank you. Misfits, you be the best misfit you can be out there. And just remember, you are the Poolside Misfits. And you got this. All of you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will see you sometime tomorrow. Till then, have a great Sunday. I don't know if anybody's live, but yeah. Like I said, just be the best misfit you can be. I'll be seeing you on these streets. Drop me some comments if there's anything you want to look at, and we sure will. I owe you subs choice for my goal tonight, so you guys let me know what you want to watch. I have some great stuff that I've been saying that I want to show you from current stories that are out there. Mind blowing. But yeah, maybe we'll do some of that tomorrow. But let me know what you all want to, because you did the goal, so you get the choice. All right, everybody. Good night, Misfits.